my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. I have a juicy reading for you guys today as always, so stick around for the topic of today's reading. Hey guys, if you're still here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be about your next glimmer, which I'm sure the title of today's reading told you guys, but I don't know if it's not exactly like, word for word what your next glimmer is kind of thing. Now, for those of you who don't know what a glimmer is a small moment that make us feel a sense of calm, connection, peace, and safety. Okay, so we have regular glimmers and then we have spiritual glimmers, and the spiritual glimmer are small moments that inspire insights that provide a deeper understanding of ourselves and the environment around us. So it's funny how we have to go outside here, right? So you know what I mean, it could be any kind of glimmer that comes through, but there are two kinds and I wrote down the two kinds. Okay, so we're going to see which one comes through for you guys in your reading. Of course, we're going to start off with you having to choose a reading, right? So for group one, we have Wish Wisely. Bring it up more in case you want to see it better. Wish Wisely. I'm going to read what it says on the card when we get to your reading, so just, stick around and bear with me for that. For group two, we have Pure Intention. And then for group three, we have Go Outside. So what you're going to do, if you're new to pick a cards, you're going to choose the group that calls out to you the most, and then using the timestamps in the description box below, depending on the group you chose, you're going to click on that timestamp. Now, I'm pretty sure most of my people here have watched pick a card reading, but some people haven't, so I want to be all-inclusive in this reading. I feel called to do that. So you may have some people new to pick a cards, and if you are, welcome. How you doing? Comment down below. But yeah, you're going to choose which readings come out to you the most, and then as always, I will see you guys at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Wish Wisely, then you are in the right place. Now we're going to read what your card says, so just, give me a second. This reading is going to be about your next glimmer, and for those of you who don't know what a glimmer is, I will read out the definition I wrote down. So a glimmer is a small moment that makes us feel a sense of calm, connection, peace, and safety. So there's this account that I follow on Instagram. They give you like little words that, like, I don't want to say they're new words, but they're new words to me. And there's a video and a definition of it, and I usually post it to my Instagram. And I've been seeing like a bunch of different definitions, and I don't know why. There was a word that I saw that was telling me the definition of a new feeling, and I'm like, what is that? I've never heard of that before. And I was excited about it, and then it reminded me of the first time I saw the glimmer, and I'm like, what's a glimmer? And I read about it, and it was the same exact format. It was the word, the definition, and like a video, a reel, okay, essentially. And I'm like, that gave me the idea. What is your next glimmer, your next happy moment, your next whatever that wants to be for you, Then we also have spiritual glimmers, which are small moments that inspire insights that provide a deeper understanding of ourselves and the environment around us. So your next glimmer could be a self-realization. Your next glimmer could be you coming up with how you can help the world. Like, it doesn't matter what a glimmer is, but there's a regular glimmer, then there's a spiritual glimmer. Of course, there could be romantic glimmers. We're going to get into that more in your reading. But with the first card you guys chose, we have Wish Wisely. So there's something that maybe you're manifesting right now. They're telling you, I'm hearing, be more clear about it, but also to be wise about your wishes. And it's also telling me how some people tell you when you're asking for something or making a wish in movies, they say be very specific about what you want. The more details, the better, because people can kind of like hear what they want to hear. They take the way you said something in a negative way or a positive way. It doesn't really matter, but the more specific you are about what you want, the better off you are, because you get exactly what you asked for, not something else or a rendition of it or some kind of form of it in someone else's perspective, the person who's granting the wish, So I'm hearing be very specific, okay? So here with Wish Wisely, we have use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true, okay? So the whole practical steps thing is mostly giving me you can't just wish for something. You have to work towards to make little changes in your life or in your day that will facilitate those things. So for example, if you're telling spirit, hey, I want to lose weight, okay, then put yourself in situations where you'll lose more weight. Go for more walks instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs, that kind of thing. Sign up for maybe a class where you can dance it off or walk it off, or join a yoga in the park for free thing. Like, you have to put yourself in situations where you will lose more weight, or portion control, eating less, eating healthier maybe, So it's like, if you want something, you have to make practical steps to get it. You can't just say, hey, I want a boyfriend, then stay in the house for the rest of your life and expect him to come knock on your door. You can't say, hey, I want to be skinny, and then expect to wake up the next day skinny, but you're not doing anything to change your lifestyle at all. So it's like, wishes are, yes, they can be magical, and they can be like fantastical. They can come out of nowhere and, you know, be a little unrealistic, but it's kind of like they're saying for your wish specifically, you have to be a little more wise about it and make practical steps towards it. So I want to get more done in the day. That may mean waking up early and going to sleep early. You can't just say, I want to have more time in the day, but not make any steps to change the routine you have. I want to get more done, okay? Then get more done, but you may need more time. You need to go to sleep earlier and eat better so you have more energy and exercise. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Those are practical steps, I would say, to making your wish come true. So whatever the wish may mean for you, make more practical steps. It's like setting intentions, you know? Setting an alarm if you want to wake up earlier. Your body's not going to know to wake up earlier because it's used to waking up whenever you do wake up. If you want to wake up earlier, you got to set an alarm so your body gets used to waking up earlier. If you want to go to sleep earlier, set an alarm so you know, hey, it's my bedtime now. Like, if you want to stop gaining weight, and certain people shouldn't eat after a certain hour. If you know you want to lose weight or stop putting on pounds, then stop eating after 6 or 7, that kind of thing, you know, practical steps. So something here about a wish of yours can come true if you are a little more practical. I heard realistic, so maybe some of you need to be more realistic, you know. It's kind of giving me, if you have $0 in your bank account, but you're saying you want a house, obviously that's not plausible with $0 in your bank account. Of course, the next day you can be given a free house, but it's not giving that's how your wish is going to come through. You have to make steps to get that wish, okay? So it must be a big wish, or a wish that has a lot of moving parts. You have to get as much control or get as much of a hold on it as you can before it comes through, you know? So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Your wish could be coming true, but they're saying wish more wisely, more practically, take logical steps, okay? And if you have a hard time being a little logical, maybe we have some Pisces here, you know, because they're known for being a little like in the 12th house, you know, in their head, in their mind, a little delulu, escapist, that kind of thing. If you get in touch with a Virgo, get in touch with a Capricorn. Oh yes, a Capricorn. Get in touch with an Aries. An Aries will tell you like it is, for real. Or a Gemini, you know what I mean? I also heard an Aquarius. Those are some signs that can bring some, you know, that can ground your very big and idealistic, I'm hearing lofty dreams, okay? So yeah, now we're going to get into, I can get another card from this deck, why not? And I hope it's recording. Let me get up real segment. Okay, we're recording, we're good. Clear. Let me stop. Maybe some of you work in hospitals, maybe some of you are nurses, doctors, I'm hearing physicians, stuff like that. I've just heard physical therapy as well. So maybe some of you could work in physical therapy, or maybe you are doing physical therapy and you're saying you hurt your leg and you want to walk again, or you want your leg to be like it was before, and that takes physical therapy. Maybe some of you need to take some physical therapy, I don't know, or therapy in general. I want one more card to finish out the little spot. And of course we got 3. Heck no. I'll take the one that turned over, which is temptation. Interesting. Yeah, see, and I was talking about changing lifestyle. So yeah, there's something about that. Changing lifestyle. Temptation is that basically something you know you're not supposed to be doing, but you're still doing it. Maybe try to bring it under control and do it in moderation. That's why I used to hate that word growing up. My mom used to use it all the time. Eat in moderation. I'm like, screw that. I'm hungry. Like, give me some food. You know what I mean? And she would be like, well, if you eat your food and 15 minutes later you're still hungry, then I'll give you more food. I'm like, no, I'm hungry right now. And she's basically saying allow the food to digest, and once it digests, you may not be so hungry. If you still are, I'll give you the food. If you're not, then, you know what I mean? It's like managing that kind of thing. Instead of eating a whole big plate of food, portion control, that kind of vibe is coming through. Now we have nature signs. So I heard maybe some of you may have been called to group 3, okay? Whether you're coming from group 3 or you want to go to group 3 after, because they got go outside, and nature signs is giving the same vibe. And it's also, like I said, a spiritual glimmer, which I read the definition for, said provide a deeper understanding of ourselves and the environment around us. So maybe for you to, you know, maybe you want to go outside more, and they're telling you to like start small. You've been receiving signs you have to go outside, or maybe in order for you to get what you want, you need to be outside more. I remember when I first started getting into tarot readings, and I would go to a reader who ended up becoming a friend. She was like, go outside, go outside, go outside. You have a pet, walk your dog, go outside, go outside, go outside. To this day, let me stop. Let me stop getting crazy. To this day, I have gone outside more, but the things she was telling me to do, I was not doing, girl. I was not, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, oh, maybe you'll get a sign in nature or something. I never did. I mean, maybe I did because I went outside more, but when she was telling me to go outside, I wasn't going outside. I wasn't listening, okay? So maybe things can happen faster, you know? than they are happening right now if you were to go outside and listening to the signs nature is giving you. And I freaking didn't realize we have manifestation right here. I put out the card because it fell over, but I did not look at it. That is wild. So yeah, there's something here that you're trying to manifest. Wish, manifest, basically the same thing. And yeah, there's something here that's your next glimmer, a manifestation coming to fruition. But I do feel like you need to be outside. Okay, I'm hearing outside, outside, outside. Everybody outside. Line up. Everybody line up. Line up. Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh my gosh. What is that from? Outside, outside. I think it's Bubble Guppies, maybe? No. It was one of those shows on Nickelodeon where they have like outside, what? Outside, outside, everybody outside. Line up, everybody line up, line up. So they're going outside and they're telling everybody to line up. So yeah, they're saying go outside, y'all. So you can either watch this reading and then go and watch group 3 as well. But for manifestation, we have be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifest step 1. Manifestation step 1. So yeah, there's something here about being very clear. And we have manifest coming through many times, wish coming through many times. So use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire, okay? So maybe you have 3 wishes. Or maybe you have, okay, that literally, maybe you have 3 wishes, which means you want 3 things to happen in your life. Or maybe, like if you were to rub a genie lap, you have 3 wishes. They're telling you to wish wisely on what you want, because you can't waste these wishes you're going to be given. That's your next glimmer. You know, 3 of your wishes coming true, and they're telling you to be very clear about what you want, because you're going to be making wishes willy-nilly, and then when all 3 are gone, you're going to be like, well, I wished for the wrong thing, you know. So be very clear, sit down, think about it, write it down, and then pick the ones that are calling out to your heart the most. Maybe write it down in nature by the riverbank. I'm hearing just around the river bend from Pocahontas 2, I believe it is. Just around the river bend. So maybe go out and do it by a river, do it by a body of water, a lake, do it by a tree, do it by something. Write it down, and whichever ones you may be called to most in that moment are the wishes you should be going for, okay? Because we all have a lot of things want to happen in our life, but we just don't know where to start. Maybe that's you. And they're telling you to write it down first, and then choose the ones that are calling to you the most right now, because those be the ones that you could most easily manifest, if that makes sense, okay? So the nature signs, be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only to open our hearts and our minds. So your next glimmer could be a spiritual glimmer, and they're telling you to connect more with nature, connect more with yourself, because when we connect more with nature, we do connect more with ourselves, and we're able to ground ourselves and hear our thoughts better. You know, our thoughts are more clear because we're in nature. Don't ask me why that is. It just is, honestly. And like, put your feet in the dirt, you know, lay on the ground kind of vibe, hug a tree kind of vibe, talk to a tree, you know, bring it a little present, give Mother Nature a gift kind of vibe, you know what I mean? If you see some trash on the floor, pick it up. That's you kind of helping her, and then she will help you in return. That's what I just heard. Okay, that was like completely off script, but yeah. Yeah, fairies are very close to nature, so maybe some of you are close to nature. So maybe some of you have fairy spirit guides who want to talk to you, and the only way they can talk to you is if you go outside. They can't get in your house, but you can get to them. And it makes it easier for them to tell you what to manifest or help you manifest what you want. Now, I remember one time, I swear, I was in Florida visiting a friend, like during the the pandemic, and I promise, I don't care what nobody tells me, I saw a fairy outside. We were sitting in the dark, don't ask me why. We were on a balcony sitting in the dark and looking down into a complete pitch darkness. In Florida, child, if there's no mirrors, I mean, not even mirrors, if there's no lamps, it's gonna be pitch black, okay? And it was, because it was like a residency. We were on the top of a balcony just sitting there. I think she was smoking. That's probably why we were outside, because she was a smoker and I was just like in my little corner outside, but giving her company because we met to be together, okay? And I was looking into the darkness, and I swear I saw me a fairy fling. And that same person that I was telling you was giving me readings as well said that I did have fairy spirit guides. So I'm like, oh, and I believe I do. I know I do, okay? Because the way I used to be obsessed with the Tinkerbell movies, stop playing. Not Tinkerbell and Peter Pan, Tinkerbell in the movies, okay? Get it together, get it right, get it tight. So I'm like, yeah, I know, I have to, you know what I mean? And I always consider myself a fairy even before then, so that kind of thing. But yeah, I saw one, I promise I did. So you have to be outside for you to see them and for them to see you, kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like for you guys, it's definitely like a spiritual glimmer, but you're also, through that spiritual glimmer, you're going to manifest something really great for yourself. 3 wishes at least, or 1, 2, or 3, you know? Yeah. So now I'm going to get some cards from, you know what, I'm going to go with the tarot now, because now I'm curious and I'm nosy and I want to know what you're manifesting. So let's get into it. Mic's still on? Yes. Still recording? Yes. Okay, I'm a little paranoid now. Okay, we have the Chariot. See, things are moving fast once you do what they say. Don't be like me. If they say go out in nature, sis or sir, go out in nature. Okay, or whatever you're feeling called to do. We have 4 of Acorns, which is a what? Comfort and community. That's 4 of Wands. Wow. So yeah, that's like an accomplishment, success, and being celebrated by people around your community. Feeling comforted by community or comforted by nature as well. Because this walrus is definitely giving me, he's basking in the sun. He's just like dancing a little bit. So maybe you need some sunshine. So what are my group ones? What is your next glimmer gonna be? I was gonna say, what are they manifesting, child? What? And we have 4 feathers, rest, comfort is something coming through again. Yeah, rest and sanctuary, and that's what comfort and community is. You're maybe manifesting soul tribes or a feeling of peace, being at rest, healing as well. Those 4 of swords can sometimes mean. It's like getting a break in healing. That's the vibe that's coming through for you guys. And maybe the best way for you to heal would be in nature, because the faster you heal, the faster you can get back to manifesting what you want. So some of you could be going through a healing journey right now and trying to manifest. See, we have balance and adaptability. This is what I was hearing about moderation. So maybe you're doing things in excess right now. Maybe you're working in excess, eating in excess, and you have to take a break from that lifestyle in order to adopt the new one. Is what I just heard as well. These are mad cards. Forget that. Okay, so we have 2 4s first and foremost. So 4, 4, 4, 44 is a master number. I'm pretty sure it represents like stability, grounding yourself. Grounding is important. So yeah, I do think for some of you, your next glimmer is going to be found in nature within yourself. Maybe you finally finding your power or something. Or maybe some of you, I just heard specifically like, I got like a weird, not a weird feeling, like a weird example. So it's like you're gonna hear an animal speak to you. You know, you're gonna hear Mother Earth speak to you, but it's because you're finally alone with her. Maybe the animals, yeah, look, she's like sitting on the riverbed, and the animals are like there, you know, convening with her. And I believe that Tinkerbell was also able to speak to the animals in that movie as well. So maybe you're turning into a fairy, child. Who knows? Maybe you're getting initiated into the fairies. I don't know. Like I said, it's a weird thing where you're going to hear an animal speak. You're going to hear the earth talk to you. And people, you're going to say it, and people aren't going to believe you. The way I saw me a fairy, and nobody believes me. Not that nobody believes me, but I feel like nobody was going to believe me, because it just seems so far-fetched and out there. So your next glimmer is going to be something that's far-fetched and out there. You're going to hear an animal speak to you. You know, like it's like maybe telepathy. It doesn't have to be actually in person. You're sitting there, and you see an animal come up to you, and you hear something in your mind. You're like, what? Did you just talk to me? And they did. Or you see a fairy, you see like something that dashed past your eye or whatever. Or after spending a day in nature, you have a dream about your spirit guides or the fairy spirit guide. And that's because you were able to, like, you know, soak up some of their essence because you were outside. If that makes sense. I know I'm sounding a little far out there, but that's what I'm getting, and I'm gonna go with it. My intuition never let me down. Okay, so I'm gonna stick beside it. Here we have the 3 of crystals in reverse. 3 of crystals, it's always like a work card, working very hard. So I do think maybe you'd be getting a break, or I'm hearing a plateau. Something plateaus where you were just like up, going up a mountain, and then you finally plateau. So you're not like fighting to get anywhere anymore. You're like resting at peace, sanctuary kind of. I'm getting an energy of business. You're doing a business, and you just started a business, and it's like taking forever for you to get where you want to go, but it's like it's coming. You're climbing up that mountain, and I'm hearing that song you're trying to play and come through. Climbing up the mountain, climbing up twice, something, but I'm so sick of hoping, cause hoping turns to something, na na na, la 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 la. I'm gonna make it up this mountain, make it to the top, show them what I'm made of, show them what I've got. I will. So shut your mouth before I swallow you, or just like a pill. Yeah, something. It's Mountain by Fauza. I don't really know how to pronounce your name properly, but it's FAOUZIA, something like that. And the name of the song is Mountain. So it's like you've been climbing up a mountain for so long, and you're sick of hoping, because hoping turns into something, she says in the song. But it's like, look at me now. I'm gonna make it up this mountain, make it to the top, show you what I've made of, show you what I've got. I will. So mark my words before you swallow yours just like a pill. Something like that. This is what the lyrics are saying. But basically, she's going up the mountain, working, busy, be here. And, you know, working with others, maybe overseeing others kind of vibe. And it's like things are like taking forever to plateau. And everything seems to be on your back and on your shoulders. And you're finally reaching a moment of your manifestation coming to life. If you have manifestation and wish wisely here, you know? Maybe you're wishing for something while climbing up this mountain, but you're not being clear enough about what you want, which is why it's taking so long to happen. Or I'm hearing you being stingy, wanting too many things. Take what resonates for y'all. But here we have collaboration and productivity. Maybe you're trying to do things with other people and they're telling you to rest on yourself, rely on you, and not so much other people. You know, because in the song she does say, so mark my words before you swallow yours just like a pill. It's like, stop listening to what other people are telling you, rely on yourself, stop asking for feedback, you know, trust your intuition. Literally, like I said, that's how your intuition grows. And like I said in the reading as well a few minutes ago, like, I'm gonna go with my intuition because it's never let me down once, you know. So maybe you're denying your intuition, your intuition's telling you to do one thing, but you're relying too heavily on other people's opinions, and they're like, no, focus on you, quiet. Get some quiet, the fourth source, to learn how to listen to your own intuition. So you don't have to constantly be asking other people for theirs, you know? And you can always do what feels right for you and not other people and not everyone else, is what I just heard. Okay, so that's a glimmer. Like, I'm like trying to figure out exactly what that could mean. We're gonna get more cards, do not worry. And look at how it looks like this rhino was going up a branch. It's gonna, like, he's reaching the end of it, and he doesn't know if he's gonna fall, if he's gonna find purchase in something else. He can't, the car literally cuts off there, so he can't see what's coming after. We can't see what's coming after. So it's like, you're like, I'm reaching the end of my rope, I'm reaching the end of something, like I'm gonna fall. You know what I mean? But right when you reach the top of the mountain, like, you know, you plateau, you find purchase instead of falling, kind of thing, you know. But you have to take that leap. It's like giving the Fool a little bit, you know, the Fool card in the tarot deck, where we see the Fool hopping off a cliff, leaping off a cliff, taking a leap of faith, and not knowing if what meets him below is his doom or his, you know, celebration. Doesn't know what's gonna happen, but he's doing it anyway. So at the bottom we have friendship. Interesting. See, that's what's coming through with that collaboration, Three of Pentacles. I think Three of Pentacles is a very much friend, getting help from others kind of card. And that's kind of what I was getting with this Four of Acorns, comfort and community. You're getting your soul family, you know. I heard working with your soul family. That could be something as well. But we have seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. So maybe some of you aren't socializing and are only relying on yourself so much, and the card could have been saying to rely more on others. Take that to resonate. It came out in reverse, and it does give me to not work with others, but for some of you, maybe you do need to lean on people. They're like, don't work with people who are always naysayers. Don't work with those kind of people. Work with positive mindset people. You know, that's what it could have been saying. Maybe stop working with or asking opinions from people from work, or people who are supposed to know better than you, or people who are in business, and ask your friends who are actually there for you, you know. And look, I cut the deck and we have nature. Ground yourself, find a sanctuary coming through again in nature. Connect with the elementals, nature signs. Go out in nature, guys. Stop playing. How many more times I gotta say it? Okay. And here we have anger. So yeah, something is frustrating you. We have safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. So maybe you're angry about the way things are going, and they're telling you just, you know, chill, dude, you know. Oh my gosh, you know the scene that just popped into my head randomly? Y'all remember the episode of Drake and Josh where they casted Josh as like a dude in the movie theater? He was like, chill, dude, relax, you know what I mean? That thing he said. That's the scene that just came through, where the guy's like getting crazy in the movie theater, and they casted Drake, I mean, not Josh. They casted Drake as the guy that's like, whoa, dude, like, chill out or relax, kind of thing, you know. Bruh. Yeah, people, they're telling you to relax and chill out, essentially. And if y'all watch that show, y'all know the exact scene I'm talking about, okay? There's only one scene in the movie about that. I mean, in the show about that. Here we have intention. What was I saying about setting intentions at the beginning of the reading? Exactly. Be clear and decisive, you know. and focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. They could be telling you to be more bold and be more specific. Don't just say I want love. Explain that man or woman to a T. How they look like, how they smell, how they treat you, where y'all go, what y'all do, you know what I mean, how they touch you, that kind of thing. If it's work, how it'll work they feel. You wake up, you do what? You exercise, you meditate, you go into work, and work goes well. I'm hearing scripting, right? Not in detail, because they did say write it down on paper. So you can, I'm hearing so you can visualize it better. Because like having it in your mind what you want is good and all, but sometimes it's not. It's more potent when you write it down on paper, or it's able to be felt better kind of vibe, you know? It's kind of like when you write down your feelings, you feel them more, you understand them more than if you were just feel them. That happens to me all the time when I'm journaling. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this kind of way, and it's not until you start writing and letting it out that you understand exactly why you've been feeling, exactly why you've been feeling the way you've been feeling, who's been causing it, and then you also kind of like, that spiritual thing where you understand yourself better. So it's like, oh, because I grew up in this kind of environment, that's why I feel this way, that's why I react this way. And it doesn't come through that way when you're thinking it, but it comes through that when you write it down. You know what I mean? I hope you do, because it makes sense to me. Okay, I just heard to check the camera just to make sure we're still going. But there's something here about like setting clearer intentions about what you want. That is the next glimmer coming your way. So it's like, you know, being more optimistic. It's like you're plateauing finally. If it's been feeling like you've been going up a battle, you're finding some respite. Because when you're going up a mountain, you can't catch your breath, you're tired, you could be carrying a whole bunch of stuff. Though you finally reach some even ground, you're not struggling so much. You can finally rest. Okay, so what is the next glimmer coming their way? The cards are very talkative. Yeah, that's what I said. The hope is going to come back. That optimism instead of pessimism. We have stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. That plateauing. So yeah, some of you have been like a struggle, or I'm hearing a fight response. Or trauma response is what I just heard as well. You've been trauma responding to things, and I feel like when you write it down, you're able to understand why you've been, responding that way instead. Like, child, that was me. Some realizations that happened when I started journaling more effectively, I would say. Where it wasn't just a release of my feelings, but me trying to understand myself and why I was feeling that way. I was like, oh, maybe it's because you grew up like this. Maybe it's because this happened, and maybe it's because of that happened, and you never healed from this, and that's why you act that way, and that's why you react, and that's why you're always angry, and that's why you're always ready to, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But it has to be placed in front of you on paper. I feel like best for you to understand it better. And that's the next glimmer coming your way. You're going to understand yourself in a way you haven't before. And it's going to finally feel like you're at home with yourself. And I do feel like being more at home with yourself and being more authentic in yourself calls in people who are more authentic just like you, or people who are living their most authentic lives. And that's where you find your soul family. That's where you find the people who are bigging you up. That's where you find the people you can go to for advice. It's like a spiritual baddie finding other spiritual baddies instead of staying with the unhealed swine of everyone else. It's like you finally get to the point where you're fed up. You're always fighting, you're always disagreeing with your friends. One of your friends want to go out drinking and shaking booty, and you're not about that life. You want to stay at home and have deep conversations. It's just like, then you can't be with that friend anymore. You have to go find new friends, but you are staying comfortable or staying stuck in that area or with that friend instead of moving on. Or realizing that, hey, you may have been about that life before, but you're healing, you're growing, you're elevating, your vibration is rising, you're not going to vibrate on the same frequency as them anymore. So yeah, they may not have done anything particularly bad that made you not want to be their friend anymore, but just like the things that they're doing don't resonate with you anymore. You have to leave and find people that do. People that can't talk about aliens. You can't talk about weird things you're into. You can't talk about astrology, spirituality, the newest thing you're trying, the newest book you're reading, the new healing practice you're getting into. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. You can't do that with some people because you're rising your frequency. You're not on that frequency kind of vibe. And it's funny because I was watching I was watching a video on TikTok, and I forget her name is Colby, I believe her name is, and her name is Colby on TikTok, and she just did this whole like 2-part series of basically teaching us about frequencies. And basically the frequency I feel like what she was trying to portray was, if you're eating fast food, watching trash television, you're gonna be at like frequency 4, and you're gonna be stuck at only being able to access frequencies 4 and below. Now, when you start healing, exercising, eating better, being around better people, you move up to 5, 6, and a 7. And now you're able to access 7 and below. But if you stay around 4s too much, you're going to go back down to 4 and lose access to 7. And basically, she was explaining it in that way. So like I said, it's basically you used to be a 4. And you hanging out with your friends in the 4, eating bad, not exercising, not healing, not doing any introspective work, not doing any shadow work, and you were fine there because you were also at that same level. But you found spirituality, you started journaling, finding yourself, healing yourself, going out in nature, connecting with Mother Gaia. You started going up 5, 6, 7. Now you're at a 7, still trying to hang around 4s, and the more you hang around them, the more they're going to drag you back down to the energy. You know, you're trying to eat better, sleep better, go to sleep at an early time, but you're only talking to people who stay up for all night and that kind of thing. You know, that's the example coming through. So she's like, basically, in order for you to keep getting higher, and then there are people and angels or a council on the 11th frequency, which is like one of the highest, and the people from like 7 see the people at 4 struggling, and they go to the people at 11 and say, hey, can you help the people in 4? And they're just like, they need to help themselves. We can't force them to heal. You know what I mean? But what they can do is send signs, nature signs. What they can do is send you angel numbers and telling you it's safe and it's okay for you to heal, kind of thing. It was a very trippy video, but I feel like if you watch it, you'll understand it. So her name is Colby. If I remember, I'll try to, you know, link it in the description box so you can see it, you know. Or if you hear this and you want to hear about it, remind me in the comments right now, and I'll go find the video and send it to you, or link it in your comment. You know what I mean? But it was very interesting. It took me a minute to understand what she was saying, but then I did, and I'm like, you know what I mean? And she was like showing pictures, and she was saying something without having to say it. Like, it's like are you picking up what I'm putting down kind of thing, and I was picking up what she was putting down, and it was very cool the way she explained it, you know? That's the vibe that I'm getting from you here. Once you start, you know, doing things with more intention, once you start hoping and being around people who are telling you it's okay to hope instead of friends who are telling you that's too lofty, your dreams are too lofty, you're expecting too much, you want too much from guys. It's like, no, you don't. You deserve a guy who's going to treat you good. You deserve a job that's going to make you happy. You deserve a body that's going to make you feel good and happy. Like, if you're working out too much, you're trying to be better than us, you know, that kind of thing. Those kinds of friends, those are 4s. You're elevating to 7 and you want to keep going higher, and you may want to help them and bring them with you, but you can't. Sometimes it means you have to leave them there and stay in your 7 and keep getting better. And in 7s, you will find more 7s, kind of thing, you know. Hope this is making sense, child, because I feel like I'm just blabbing at this point. But the next glimmer coming into your life. Next glimmer. Let's see what these cards have to say. I know people snowed outside doing fireworks, and 4th of July was 3 days ago. I tell you, black people. I tell you. I know. Every night, 11, 12, 1 in the morning, they out there still with their fireworks. It just make no type of sense. Them's just 4s. Those people are 4s. And us 7s are in our bed sleeping, and they try to disturb our peace. They say you can't take everyone with you. Why did I know this card was going to come out? I had a feeling it was going to come out in this reading. We have offering, tobacco. Maybe some of you like self-medicate, and they're telling you to like don't do that anymore. If you're feeling anxious or feeling down on yourself or feeling, you know, low, don't self-medicate. Go to nature and she will heal you. She'll take your pain, that kind of thing. We have Mitrogenia. Why did these the exact way? And y'all saw me shuffle the cards. I did a reading. It was more like a love reading and who's crushing on you, but these literal cards came out together for how does your person view you in that reading. Offering and stop it. Offering and shape-shifting. So what is coming your way? You are shape-shifting to somebody better. And what I did remember about this card here is this Mitrogenia, whatever, it's a very high frequency card. It's like accessing all those things that are like I said, those dimensions that are higher, you know, the 11th dimension and above, and we are only the 3rd dimension, and you know, so it's like you're elevating, like I said, just, you know, that let me read it. The book will explain it better than I can. Let me get the book. It's like you're healing, you're growing, you're elevating, you're becoming someone who's like healed. Offering, maybe you may be getting I'm hearing romantic offer, a business offer, something to maybe enter these higher frequencies that I was talking about in the last example. And like I feel like tobacco is also used as like not a stimulant, but like a psychedelic that takes you on a trip or a journey. It's kind of like ayahuasca. I'm surprised it didn't come out, because that's been coming out a lot as well. It's like going on that kind of journey and purging all the things out of you and like expanding your consciousness kind of thing. It's essentially what these cards together are giving me. You're going to be given an offer to shapeshift and change and elevate kind of vibe, expand. And that's the next glimmer coming your way. Better understanding of yourself and others around you, finding soul family, finally getting to plateau and stop fighting, you know? All the time. It's 99. So 9/9s can be important. 9's also the end of something. So upright is subconscious healing, exactly. Synchronizing your inner and outer world. See, so that's what I'm getting. There's something that's off frequency or off kilter, where how you are on the inside is not how you're acting on the outside. The inside of you wants to heal, wants to grow. It's like pushing you and making you uncomfortable because it wants to grow. Like we only grow when we're out of our comfort zone. Your inner world is saying, hey, it was time for us to grow. Your outer world is saying, no, we're staying the same. It's like, that's why you're being so frustrated, or you're feeling so out of sorts maybe. And your next glimmer, like I said, is finally plateauing, so you're not fighting. Your inner world and outer world is not fighting anymore, if that makes sense, okay? So we have shape-shifting, time travel. It's literally giving timeline jump, where you're jumping to a better timeline where things are going better for you, because you finally I'm hearing heeded the call, but you finally just stepped into that new timeline of, okay, I believe, I have hope, I'm setting intentions, I'm doing things better. And that's literally what I was saying. If you want this wish to come true, you have to start taking steps to get there, period. Okay, so transcendence, leveling up, expansion. And then we have the transcendence of illusions. You're no longer going to be stuck in an illusion. You're moving from being stuck in the 3D. You're not going to be seeing this in the 5D, 6D, 7D, all those, because it only goes up. So we're going to go to the guidance, honestly. So the balanced side of Mitraginia represents the ability to shapeshift and adapt across realities. Like the dragonfly, Mitraginia grants us the power to break through the illusionary facade we often accept as reality, providing us the freedom from pain in order to break through limiting illusions. That's that rest finally coming after the pain, because the 3 of Swords is before the 4 of Swords, and that's pain, heartbreak, you know, uncomfortability, things that aren't going your way, and now you're reaching that, like I said, plateau. Helps us initiate subconscious healing. Dragonfly, like Mitraginia, help us initiate subconscious healing from the trauma experienced from endless cycles of pain and suffering. Dragonfly medicine invites us to seek out the parts of our habits that have gone unchanged, unnoticed, and stagnant. Ask yourself, have I tended to the changes I've been wanting to make? Don't get lost in the labyrinths of self-doubt. Break free from elusive belief systems that hold back your transformation. That is that hope and intention. There's something you've been wanting to do, or you've been wanting to manifest, and they're like, you can't do that until you move away from these people, these beliefs, until your inner world starts matching your outer world. That's frequency coming together, you know, transcending those illusions. The 3D tells you can't do this. The TV tells you can't do that. The foods you're eating tell your body you can't do this. And until you start changing the things that you are consuming, whether it's TV, books, food, that kind of vibe, you're not going to change the way you think. So you need a whole complete, I'm hearing outfit change. And it's funny because we said inner world and outer world. Yeah, your inner world is not matching your outer world. So basically the outfit, what you put on in the world, is not matching what your soul, which is your inner world, wants, your subconscious wants, you know. And sometimes, like I said, our subconscious, our intuition knows before our mind does, you know. So I think that's all the cards I have for you guys to pull from. I don't want to make this reading too, like, you know, more confusing than it has to be. And look at how these wings are so big and spread up to the sky. It's like someone finally finding their strength and their power, you know. And it's like the strength and the power to keep going on when everyone else is giving up. Your friends are telling you, that's too, like I said, that's too lofty of a goal. That's too lofty of a wish. Your business is not going to do that good in the first year of it being opening. You're not going to get that job. You're not qualified. It doesn't matter. Go for it anyway, and start changing your life to what you want. Like I said, you want to live healthy, you have to start doing healthier things. You want better friends, you have to start acting that way you want, so you can attract those people to you. You can't be saying you're a 4 frequency wanting to attract 7 frequencies and still, you know what I mean? Or you can't be a 7 frequency wanting to attract, you can't be a 7 frequencies hanging out with 4 frequencies wanting to attract more 7 frequencies, because it's like everything is just all over the place. Either way, if you're a 4, wanting to become a 7, your inner world is a 7, your outer world is a 4. It's not balanced, and you're not going to be attracted to people you want. If you're a 7 hanging out with 4s, they're clouding your energy, and no 7s are going to come near you, because birds of a feather flock together. If they see you with friends shaking booty and drinking and smoking, they're going to think that's who you are as well, and they don't want to be a part of that, you know? So it's like the people who you have around you, those kinds of things are affecting the wishes you want to happen. So you need to do a complete overhaul, do a complete reevaluation of what you want. Write it down. See why you're acting certain ways, doing certain things, accepting certain things, and heal. Okay? And that's what your next glimmer is going to be. Healing, transformation, shape-shifting, and offer being placed your way to, I'm hearing, access higher frequencies. That kind of thing. Staying positive, knowing that the worst is behind you, so look up to the light. You've been looking down. If you're looking down, you can't see where you're going. Look up, be confident, look straight ahead, like you know where you're going. At least if you don't, fake it till you make it. You want to get somewhere, act like you know where you're going. It's kind of like the whole thing. If you want to be in a certain room and you're uncomfortable, you don't know how to maybe inhabit that room or act like they're acting, it's like fake it till you make it. Come in confident, dressed to the nines, whether you feel like you're up to the task or not. Your inner world definitely is. Your outer world may not be, but it's like you have to work towards it. Intentions, set intentions, and do it. The Chariot, discipline, determination, and prayer. The first card that came out for you, I completely skipped over that. Sorry. But balance and adaptability. Doing things that don't feel comfortable, but, doing it anyway. Because growth is like, you grow when you're out in your... When you're not in your comfort zone, that's where the growth happens. I'm trying to, say it in the Cody kind of way. The Chariot, that's definitely coming through, something that you're going to overcome. That's what the Chariot card means as well, a victory, overcoming something, challenges, moving, doing something, making a step forward, taking a step forward, okay? That is going to be your next glimmer. It's a mix of spiritual and just a regular glimmer. You're going to be feeling more safe, which is literally what the Four of Swords says, sanctuary and rest, okay? So I hope this reading resonated for you guys. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading, you can always send in contact with me to my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Pure Intention card, then welcome to your reading. This reading is going to be about what is your next glimmer going to be. Now, for those of you that don't know what a glimmer is, and you skipped over the intro, glimmers are small moments that make us feel a sense of calm, connection, peace, and safety, okay? So when it's the next moment, you're going to be feeling a sense of calm, peace, and safety. We're going to try to get into that. There's also a spiritual glimmer, and spiritual glimmers are small moments that inspire insights that provide a deeper understanding of ourselves and the environment around us, okay? So we're going to see what comes through the cards. Basically, you could be having a spiritual glimmer or a regular glimmer. I don't think there's anything different, but I feel like a spiritual is like more soul level, soul healing, soul opening, expanding, that kind of vibe. And a regular glimmer is just you get a text from your crush, or you get a pay raise, or you get a new job, that kind of thing. Those are little glimmers that make you happy and excite you kind of vibe, okay? So we're going to be getting into that in today's reading. You guys chose Pure Intent. Just let me read what it says for you. Move. The Fairy of Manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desires with pure intention and for the highest good of all. So there's something here. So your next glimmer may be a wish coming true. And I do feel like because you've been placing pure intentions behind your actions, I'm here taking all the guided steps, doing what you need to do in order to aid this fairy, or help her aid you the best she can to make your manifestations a reality. So your next glimmer is going to be like, I'm getting a leg up. That card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, a leg up. You're going to get a leg up. You're going to get a help. You're going to get a push in the right direction, essentially. You're going to get like it's like having a meet cute, or something accidentally happened that you weren't expecting that puts a smile on your face or brightens up your day. Someone gives you a nice compliment, and it's like with pure intention. Someone buys you a drink and says, hey, pass it on. Someone gives you their seat on the bus, or you end up getting on the bus and there's like a perfectly open seat right there for you in the summer. That is an amazing feeling. something about you getting, like I said, a text from your crush saying, hey, I miss you, I like you. A text from the person you're interested in saying, hey, I want to make things work. If you're waiting for a text from them, or getting asked out on a date, you having an important conversation, all those things are coming through for you guys. And it's going to be like, if you're wondering, it's going to be done with the purest of intentions. And that's because I do feel like you've been, like I said, taking all the guided steps and doing the things you've been needing to do. Group 1 had some things, some steps that needed to be done. You guys are giving me, you've been doing those things already. And now it's like time. I heard time was of the essence. That's not what I meant to say, but that could be important for somebody here. It's kind of like time. The time is now, essentially, for these things to be coming through, because you've been putting in the work, and it's about dang time is what I'm hearing. It's about damn time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Exactly. You're gonna be getting a sentimental, pure intentioned man or woman to pump you up. I love that. Like, I'm like, why is that song coming through? And that's because it has something to do with the reading, of course, honestly. So in a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciaga, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a way too, I'm gonna need about 2 shots in my cup, you know what I mean? Like a celebration, a good time is what I'm getting, or something that's gonna make you feel really good. I'm hearing giddy butterflies. So that's your next glimmer, which is really cute. After group 1's like, stop, period. Like a pure intention, like something that you have been wishing for, manifesting for the longest time, like finally coming to you, or like a signifier that it's coming, and it gives like a little glimmer, a sense of, I'm doing the right thing. You know, like you're asking, like give me, for example, you are waiting for a text from your crush, and you're asking spirit, like, please give me the sign of a white butterfly, yellow butterfly, give me the sign of 1111, like let me see it, show me this sign. It could be like, the more specific the better, because that is extra confirmation for you. But you're asking the universe for a sign, and they give you that sign. That's your glimmer. Like, oh, this person is gonna text me, or I am gonna get the job, right? Like I am gonna, like, you know, things are gonna go smoothly at the interview tomorrow. That kind of vibe. I'm gonna be going out with friends, and I'm gonna be having a good time. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting for y'all. Okay, so let's see what else comes through when I keep going in this deck. But it's gonna be something really cute is what I'm getting. And it's not gonna be something you have to really think 2 times over about, because you asked for this time from spirit. They said, hey, it's coming. So when it comes in, you know spirit is backing it, or it's divinely led kind of vibe. Or like, so you have that support of, hey, you wouldn't send this your way if it wasn't for you. So there's no need for you to overthink it or second guess it, you know? Are we still? Yes, we are. Let me make sure. Okay. I be getting paranoid these days. What is the next glimmer coming my group 2's way, please? Are we taking this? Magical blessings. I guess we are. We have magical blessings. See, that's what I'm getting. Like something that's like magical, something that's gonna make you feel really good, is the next blessing coming through. And I want to get one more because we have space for one more. What is the next glimmer? How many are these? Nope. What is the next glimmer coming my group 2's way? Please, spirit, the next glimmer coming their way. The next glimmer. Bruh, just give me one more. Thank you. And I'm hearing, give me 5 more minutes. That song coming through by the Jonas Brothers. Baby, I'm not finished loving you. I don't wanna end it when we're only just beginning. Give me 5 more minutes. So like that could be a glimmer as well. You're laying in bed with someone you love, that you want to be with. You're having a good old time, and it's about time for you to leave, and they're telling you, or get up and get ready for work. And that's the glimmer, is them like holding you tight, giving you a bear hug, saying, no, 5 more minutes. You're on the phone with your crush, and it's time for you to go because you have work in the morning, or you have to go to sleep. And they're like, no, 5 more minutes. You know what I mean? Or kids watching their favorite TV show, or on their tablet, and their parents like, it's almost bedtime. And they're like, no, 5 more minutes. Like you're not gonna want to leave or stop talking to this person, being around this person, or you know what I mean, that kind of thing. But then we also have moderation here, so there's a vibe of not doing too much all at once. So if it is a crush, I'm gonna stick with that example. It's the easiest to explain. So you do get a message from your crush. Do not like go all in and think, oh, I love you, where am I gonna see you, where? Like, don't do that. Don't get too crazy. Like, it's like giving manager expectations. Don't dive in too deep too fast. Like, take it, you know, the way it needs to go. Take it a little slow. Just don't rush, you know. So yeah, for y'all like a wish of yours is coming through manifestation. The reason that I keep getting the example of like a crush or something, so it could be around that, you know, love, romance kind of thing, or you're just getting a compliment from someone kind of thing. You're meeting someone, a cute guy's gonna give you a compliment and ask your number, and there's no need for you to second guess because you know it's pure intention because the reading said it. Like that kind of thing keeps coming through. But magical blessings, it says whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So I feel like whatever you're going through right now, it may seem like a bad thing, or it may seem like I'm hearing harrowing. Like it's not easy for you to wait around for someone to text you. It's not easy for you to do this and that. But just know that, like I said, you have the support of spirits. When they do come through, you know it's divinely led and divinely guided. Because like I said in the beginning, you've been following your cues, taking the steps you've been guided to take, and now you're getting like a little reward. So it's kind of like, oh, by not texting them first, they're gonna text you first. And I feel like that's even more tasty than you like reaching out, like begging for their attention essentially by texting them first. Like you get the satisfaction of them coming and giving you a compliment, and you're going to be able to say it's about damn time, and they're going to be saying something sentimental to you and like, give me 5 more minutes and I miss you, I don't want to, I'm not finished loving you, that kind of thing. And you get the satisfaction of knowing that you didn't have to reach out to them, they did it to you. You know what I mean? So it's like a little extra sauce. Like whether you reach out to them and said something cute and they said something cute back, like I said, there's like a little extra satisfaction knowing that they're the ones who reached out first. Okay, that's the vibe that I'm getting for y'all. Okay. But with the fairies say you can bless others right now, maybe like you're a miracle magnet right now, and your blessings are, the blessings that you're receiving right now is not going to help only you, they're going to help someone else, you know. But with moderation, let's get into it. It says, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. See, it's like, don't text them too much, don't be too overbearing. It's kind of giving me the vibe of, I'm not saying this is a crush or coming in or whatever if you're not interested in or looking for love at all, but it's just something that comes in and makes you feel warm and fuzzy and safe and appreciated. Like I said, a feeling of connection, safety, calm, that kind of thing. And it's like, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So bombarding them with text after they text you first, thinking that's my green flag, now I can bombard them or ask all these questions. No, take it in moderation. I'm hearing be a little hard to get, okay, whatever this glimmer may be for you. But since, like I said, love and gushy feelings keep coming through, it could mostly be about that for those watching. If it's not, I apologize for sticking with this, you know, example for so long. But it's like, you know you shouldn't be doing it and you're doing it. Like, be a little mindful of that. Like, too much of a good thing, too much something in excess is not a good thing. Even healthy food, eating too much food is not a good thing, even if it's the healthiest of foods. Like, you know, moderation, taking it. So like, all these gushy feelings this person's giving you, don't like become dependent on the endorphins that them texting you gives you, because they're not able to text you, now you're in a funk. You're like, where are they? Like, it's like giving anxious attachment. Do not form an anxious attachment bond with this person. Form a secure bond, and then you wouldn't have to, you know, it's not going to be excess. It's going to be in moderation. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm trying to explain it in the best way I can. And those are the examples coming through. Like, you want to be more healthy, eat healthy food, but don't continue eating a bunch of food and just saying, oh, it's healthy, I can eat as much as I want. No, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Oh, this person finally texted me, I can bombard them with texts because they made the first move. No. Continue to have that even exchange. They text you, you text them. Do not bombard them, or like I said, put too much expectations on them at once. It's the vibe that I'm getting as well, okay? If you are someone who's starting a fitness journey, like I said, it's going to take time, but I do feel like you're off to a good start, you know? So basically, it's giving me the vibe of someone, you know, maybe, I'm going to give the example of you're in separation from this person, okay? And you're waiting for them to reach out, you're waiting to heal the connection, that kind of vibe. But while you've been doing that, you've been healing. You've been learning how to form more secure bonds, secure attachments. You've been realizing why you may have been anxious or avoided before, and you are now healing that part of you, okay? Don't think, oh, because this person came back in, I can go back to being anxious and avoidant now. No. Continue being that secure person that you have been growing into, taking your guided steps to be, and continue being that person. Do not go back to your old ways, you know? So now I'm hearing a song by Demi Lovato. If somebody told me I go back to my old ways, I gotta say no way. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I'm not going back to my old ways. I'm growing. I'm a new person now. And this person is coming in because you're this new person, not because you're the same person you used to be, you know? So like I said, just don't do what you used to do. Don't go back to the person you used to be, essentially, is what the cards are trying to tell me. I feel like they're trying to tell you. Continue trying to be mindful and have the healthiest relationship with yourself, with food, with work, with whatever this comes through as you can, you know? And I'm also hearing, don't expect like a windfall of abundance or miracles yet, or don't expect one good thing to lead to a bunch of other good things. I don't know why that came. That's rude. It's like you like don't delude yourself or something, you know, that whole delusion kind of vibe. Like, don't think because this one thing is happening that now everything is honky-dory and everything's going to be bright and beautiful in the world. Maybe this person reaching out is going to be a good thing because you've been wanting it, but it's going to be hard work. It's not going to be this romance fairy tale kind of thing. So don't, you know, delude yourself or, you know, indulge too many of those delusional fantasies. Is honestly the vibe that I'm getting, guys. Keep the pure intentions at the forefront or at the center of what everything you're doing. The pure intention is the healing you've done, the person you'd be turned into, the person you're becoming, you know? Okay, so now what am I going to do? Let's pull the tarot cards, honestly, because I want to know more about this. I want some confirmations. But I've been picking up on the proper message. What is the next glimmer coming their way? We have the Hermit, learning. We have the Shadow in reverse. Yeah, see? I love how we have moderation. Don't eat too much. Eat healthily in moderation. And then we have the Devil in reverse, which is basically doing everything that's bad and not doing that, or healing from doing that. The Devil is like negative attachments to food, to money, to people kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Doing things that kept us trapped. So that's like, I literally got, like I was saying, do not go back to that old person you used to be because you got what you wanted now. No, you have to stay on the up and up, stay healing, stay doing this moderation kind of thing, you know? Whether it's drinking, eating, going out, you know what I mean? Because like I even said, too much of a good thing is a bad thing now. So the Hermit card is learning some lessons, growing. Queen of Acorns is, you know, getting your confidence back. I'm hearing Stella gets her groove back. With the Hermit, we have contemplation and wisdom. So like I said, you're coming out on the other side smarter than you were before. Now you're going to be able to do things more in moderation. You know what I mean? You're not going to go back to that person you used to be. And I do feel like a big part of why this glimmer is coming through is because you've changed on a fundamental level. You've healed on a fundamental level. And now you're this hermit, you know? This wise person who thinks things over. You contemplate. You don't just rush into things. You don't react impulsively. Sorry, I had to expel some air. I just heard don't be over ambitious or too self-assured. I don't know why that keeps coming through. How rude. You're telling me I'm getting something that I've always been wanting, but they're like, don't be too full of yourself or don't be too boasty about it, you know? Or don't hold on to the idea of it too much. Don't obsess over it, is what's coming through as well. But yeah, the Devil coming out in reverse is definitely an energy of like, don't be beholden, don't think about it too much, don't do it too much, don't eat too much, don't do that too much kind of vibe. They're coming out in reverse. And it's finally you breaking those chains and those habits, those patterns that may have, you know, like I said, kept you trapped before. You're finally relinquishing yourself from those things with the Hermit card here. And then after the Hermit, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is fate and destiny stepping in and making things happen where they're supposed to. So you're on your way to those things, but it's like, even when those things do come in, remember what you learned. And I love how we have the World here and we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, we have energy and results. So basically something you, like I said, have been waiting for is coming through. The results, you're gonna find out if you pass the test or not, essentially. Like this person coming through or coming in and texting you, messaging you, you're gonna see how, if your willpower is strong enough to not become this obsessive over them again, or to not act or react in a certain kind of way. For those of you who have been eating healthy, you're gonna be placed in a situation where a whole bunch of food is going to be placed in front of you, and how you react to that is going to be your test, essentially. How you react to that is going to see if you've changed or you've become better, or if you're going to go back to your old ways. It's also giving me the vibe of people around you, negative talk from people around you. I also want to say negative self-talk, so maybe talking bad about yourself or not thinking you're worthy of something. Maybe scarcity mindset, not believing in yourself, could be things you're still healing from as well, which is why we're at 9 Hermit and not 10 Wheel of Fortune, where it's coming in, but you're getting there, you're learning. You may be at the end of this Hermit cycle where you've been learning these things, and next is the Wheel of Fortune, but it didn't come out. Now, but we did have the World, and the World is the end of a cycle. It's an accomplishment, fulfillment, celebration, okay? So like I said, you're getting something that you want. That's going to be a cause for celebration, and that's going to have you standing confidently in your power, because we have passion and creativity. The Queen of Swords is also someone who is very much in control of her surroundings. So like I said, your control is going to be put to the test, whether it's food, whether it's habits. Like maybe you're someone who's trying to quit smoking, and you're finally going to get the chance to test that. Like if a friend's going to offer you, I'm hearing peer pressure, a friend's going to offer you a cigarette, friends that you could be hanging out with, and you're going to be like, no, I'm sorry, I quit. And I'm going to be like, no, you didn't. You could never quit. I would never thought you'd be someone who could quit. And that negative self-talk may have you second guessing yourself, but you're like, no, I said I quit. I don't want to smoke. Bye. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be like, oh, that's your glimmer moment. Like I said, no, I did it. You know what I mean? For others of you, it may be reaching an achievement, I'm hearing, at the gym or in your fitness journey, where you have been building up to literally running a marathon. That's what the example that I got, or running 30 minutes straight on the treadmill. You've been building up to it. You didn't get tested yet to see if you could do it, but it's something you've been building up to. You're finally going to be able to do it, and you're going to get accolades and get celebrated. Because I'm like, yes, I finally ran 30 minutes on the freaking treadmill, and that's your celebration, your glory moment of you reached the end of that part in your training journey, fitness journey. Now you can be someone who runs miles, who can run a mile, you know, in under 5 minutes, who can run on the treadmill for straight 30 minutes and not like pass out in exhaustion, who can receive a text from the person you like and not go into obsessive mode and double texting, triple texting, or placing all of your dreams and expectations on that one person. Like, there's a lesson you've been learning, and you're going to be tested on that lesson, and you're going to pass. Boom. That's essentially the glimmer moment coming through for you. And it's going to make you feel happy, fill you up with joy. It's going to be a blessing because of the hard work you've been putting in, okay? I hope that makes sense. I feel like I went on multiple tangents, but I needed to kind of diversify the examples I was using. I felt the need to. Okay, so you're passing this test. You have the Hermit card. You're going to be, like I said, tested, or you're going to be faced with a interaction or a test, that kind of thing. And how you act, which is confidence, knowing what you're doing. Like I said, I don't know if it was for group 1 or group 2, where I basically said walking into a room where you're unsure of how to act and faking it till you make it, that's going to be you. But I don't think you're going to be faking it, because you have reached the point of, like, I'm hearing, become like a yogi master. So you're someone who's been studying. You could be graduating from school, you know, going to new school kind of vibe. Like, and you're finally going to be tested as this new person you become. And once you pass that, you're going to get that glimmer moment of, I finally reached a new phase in my life, and yay, like I'm a different person now. I passed the test, you know. But the Queen of Acorns, the Queen of Wands, definitely telling me you're no longer going to be doubting yourself. You're no longer going to be trapped or imprisoned or beholden to your past behaviors and habits. And you moving forward more confidently is going to be a part of that glimmer moment. Like, knowing you can do it and then doing it. It's like no second guessing, no questioning yourself. But yeah, it's leading to celebration. And it's going to take some energy. I love how these 2 cards came out, and then I switched over to like fitness goals. Like, yeah, you're going to be running somewhere, because the 8 of Wands is like a very fast energy. It's going to happen all at once, and you're going to be testing that one moment, and it's like you're not even going to know it's a test. So because if you know it's going to be a test, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I have to pass. You're going to be like, oh, I have to act this way and that way so I can pass, or I will pass. It's going to be a pop quiz. Yes, perfect, exactly. Thank you. That be coming through. It's going to be a pop quiz that pops up out of nowhere. That 8 of Wands, you're not going to be expecting it. And when you pass that pop quiz, you're going to be elated with joy. You're going to be so proud of yourself. It's giving that Rocky moment at the top of the stairs. He's like, I did it. He finally ran to the top of the stairs. And that was his training montage, honestly, in the movie. So yeah, you're gonna be getting a pop quiz, and when you pass that pop quiz, that's gonna be your glimmer moment, you know? I'm hearing, what is that name of that song? I want to see you walk, 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 walk. You're getting your moment on the big stage. You're passing it with flying colors, you know? Maybe some of you could be models, and you walk the runway. You're finally getting that moment to walk the runway. And it's like, you're not going to be expecting it, like I said, which is why it comes out of nowhere. But you not even having to fake it till you make it, just making it is going to be your glimmer moment. And you're going to like be, you know, flooded with accolades and all the other models saying, oh my gosh, you did that, da da da. It's like giving that, for those of you, I don't know how well versed you are with pop culture, but there was a moment in pop culture that we'll never forget, okay? Rihanna walked the Victoria's Secret runway, and it wasn't planned. I don't think it was planned anyway, and she walked it 10 times better than the rest of the models did, because, you know, she has those long legs. She was like, she did her thing, bro. She added the attitude, added the struts, added the walk, and she was like adding, like, you know, her own little pizzazz to it. And like everyone was watching her dumbfounded, like, wow, you know, at the end of it. So that's literally the vibe that I'm getting. Something comes, like you get an opportunity out of the blue, or someone texts you, messages you out of the blue, and like the way you react in that moment is you're gonna be your glimmer moment, you know? So we're gonna keep going, and I'm trying to see what other cards we have to take. Oh, I haven't been talking too long, child. Wow. Just talking your ear off. Nothing new here. What is gonna be the next glimmer moment? Can we have more confirmations, please, or more information? Can we have confirmation or more information about their glimmer moment? What's going to be their next glimmer? We have celebration, and that's literally what we have here. We have a positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Yeah. So you're passing with flying colors. So like I said, you're not going to know when it's coming, because you're not meant to know. But when it does come, you're going to pass, and it's going to be great. You're going to be celebrated. Like I said, that whole in a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. You're gonna be pumped up by someone. You're gonna be, like I said, receive your accolades, essentially. Can I get one more card? What is your next glimmer going to be, please? The next glimmer. What card is this? We have healer. Yeah, you're gonna get a chance to heal something, a past wound, maybe. If someone hurt you before, that same person may come through and give you that closure you need, that apology you need. Like I said, if you were never able to run a mile under 5 minutes or 10 minutes, however it's supposed to be, you're gonna finally do it, and that heals that part of it that you couldn't do it. Those things are coming through. You're going to be faced with your favorite food, and you're going to be able to either eat everything in one go, or do too much, or, you know, eat the right amount kind of thing. You're going to be given a cigarette, or offered a cigarette. You're going to be like, no, I don't do that anymore. And the person's going to be like, are you sure? You know, peer pressure. You're going to be like, yeah. I said, I'm good. And that's your glimmer moment. Like, I said no, and I know it because I did it now, I can continue doing it and stepping into this new person that I am now. Okay, so you have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. So maybe you have been on a healing journey, or you have been on a journey of being a healer, and you're going to be tested. It's like your commitment is going to be tested, or something like that, and you're going to pass with flying colors, essentially, because you're not only walking the walk, but you're talking the talk. Some people could talk all they want, but they're not going to walk the walk. You're doing both, and that is your glimmer moment. Like, oh my gosh, I'm finally a fully realized Reiki master if you've been studying for that. I'm finally a yogi master if you've been studying for that. I'm finally a freaking actual healer. I have my own shop. I have my own something that, like, you know, makes you feel validated, kind of thing. I forgot to put that there. I don't know why. So we have one more deck to pull from before I leave you guys. Let's see what else comes through. I split the deck, and we have revival. Yeah, something's coming back to life, or something is growing that you may have thought was long dead. Okay, then we have the Valerian acceptance. So yeah, but that coming out in reverse, you're gonna have to learn. You're gonna accept this new part of it. Like I said, you're gonna be reaching the end of the cycle where you've been on this fool's journey. You passed the test, and now you can move on to another journey, learning something new, starting another test. Now you become a Reiki master, and you're gonna become a yogi master. Now you become a yogi master, you're gonna become a Reiki master. Now you've earned your PhD, now you can go earn another PhD, you know? That's too many cards. Stop playing in my face. What is the next glimmer of my group 2 is going to be, please? The next glimmer. Confirmation. Please. More confirmation. Clarification. That's way too many. I heard just take them, whatever. Okay, so we have surrender. So yeah, once you surrender to this thing, it's gonna come in faster. That's the vibe that I was getting. Not reaching out to this person. And look at how we have the freaking 2 owls here. Once you surrender, you're finally gonna be able to be with your person, you know. That's when you finally receive the text. That's when you finally receive the test. We have wisdom coming through again. That literally came through with the hermit. Wisdom coming through again. Your next glimmer moment is going to be where you're able to use the wisdom you've been learning to pass this test. It's kind of like the whole vibe where people love to complain about how they gave us certain tests in school, but they didn't teach us that thing in school. You've been taught this thing. You've been practicing this whole time, studying, and now you're going to finally be able to pass the test because you've been learning. Or at least studying. Here we have blessing coming through again. Wow. Bro, y'all gonna stop playing. I don't know why I'm always surprised, but I just love synchronicities, bro. We have magical blessings, then we have blessing, sage. You're gonna be receiving a blessing, honestly. And 6 is lover's energy, so it could be a love reconciliation kind of thing. 6 of cups, it just came to my mind as well. If it's not for you, don't take it. Take what resonates for you. Here we have a blue lotus, intuition. Yeah, that's that healer energy coming through again. You're going to be using your intuition to do what's best for you, honestly. And it's like you're now becoming an elder in a certain thing. Now you're going to become someone who people come to for help. Instead of you were always going to someone else for help, now you're that person they can come to for help, you know? Because your intuition is now like at its highest level. You're not trusting it without fail, without doubt, you know. Now the last card we have is Animal Mundi. What? This is literally like all the secrets of the universe. Dragon's blood. And dragon's blood, I feel like it's the most powerful sage, and we have sage come out. Okay, so more synchronicities within synchronicities coming through for you guys. Dragon's blood, Animal Mundi. I'm definitely going to read from the book for this because I just always have to when it comes out. But passion flower, there was something here about passion in the Queen of Wands. I believe it was like right here. Passion and creativity. Yeah. It's that inner glow you now have, that inner confidence. But let me get the book. #51, 146. 146. Okay, we have upright, oneness, merging with the divine. That's the intuition, that wisdom, that sage. Like I said, your intuition is now at peak level, and now you can think of things and come up with answers and solutions without having to think too much about it, because you've reached elder status. That's a glimmer where someone asks something and you're able to answer, or you're like wondering about something, your intuition answers right away, and now you're just like, oh my gosh, I've reached that status now. I'm not the teacher, the student has become the master. Sorry, that I said it wrong, I butchered that. Okay, so we have access to the world soul, occult knowledge, initiation, universal donor, and entry into the great world. Now I'm going to read the guidance from this. I feel called to. Excusez-moi. I just skip right over it. Sorry. Dragons are ancient guardians of the earth, symbolizing hidden knowledge and auspicious powers of supernatural origin. Dragons are etheric beings that inhabit the deepest pockets of the ethers, and have dominion over the 4 elements. Dragon's blood core oozes blood, representing the collective blood, the blood of nature, and serving as a gateway to the Animal Mundi, the world soul. As you enter the all-seeing portal of the great void, don't shy away from his fast. I just got a message of you. Once this glimmer happens, like I said, it could be a message or passing a test. I do feel like it's gonna feel like you feel one with the world. You feel like you now understand why everything happened and why it has to happen the way it did. So the information this person provides you when they reach out to you, you're gonna be like, oh, so that's why we have to be separated right now. It makes sense now, because you have to grow into this person. I have to grow into this person. I have to become an elder, and I may not have been able to become an elder with you, or talking to you, or being with you. Others of you, I'm trying to come up with an example. Hold on, give me a second. What is on my back? Move. Is that my hair? Jesus, it's scaring me. yeah, like, see, something keeps trying to crawl on my back. I don't know what that is. It could be hair, but something's bothering me. I'm just like, it's fine. You know, you're gonna like that gut instinct now. You're going to instantly follow it. There's no second guessing yourself. You know, you're now a master. So like I said, you're gonna realize why everything happened the way it has, what it did. That's essentially whatever this thing means for you. Whatever this glimmer ends up being, you're gonna realize why everything happened the way it did. Essentially, okay. Now I'm back to what I was saying. As you enter the all-seeing portal of the great void, don't shy away from its vastness. Embrace it as you are undergoing this great initiation. Within this awakening, you will discover the unique pattern you contribute to the great tapestry of life. So it's like finding yourself, finding your reason of being, finding your path, finding your journey, finding your thing kind of vibe is what's coming through. And I love how we have healer, and then we have elder, and then we have intuition, and then we have blessing, and then we have surrender. So you're finally like surrendering to the universe. And I'm like always second guessing and questioning why things happen. When this specific thing happens, you realize that you no longer have to question every little thing, because everything just always works out as it's supposed to. You know, that freaking sound that's going around on TikTok in the spiritual community, like everything just works out for me because I allow everything to always work out for me, and things are always working in my favor because I allow them to. And like the lady's just going on a whole big tangent and saying all those things. It's just like, that's the status you're going to be reaching. I'm no longer asking, why did he ghost me? I know it's for a reason. Why didn't I not make it to this class? I know it was for a reason. Why didn't I make it to the school? I know it was for a reason. Why didn't I like, you know, just the things we always question in the world, we're no longer going to question because we now believe. We have that oneness with the universe, you know, clarity. So this is like a very big glimmer for y'all, honestly. Your intuition is going to be stronger than ever. And that's that world, like I said, you're passing a phase, a cycle, and moving on to a new one. So yeah, that's all that I have for you guys, though. Anything else that wants to come through? Like your third eye, like opening and staying open. I just heard open for business. So maybe some of you, like I said, by getting your yogi degree or yogi master degree or Reiki master degree, you're finally going to be able to open your own Reiki master studio or business, and now you're open for business, you know? This tree here is giving me connected, like we're all connected. You're going to be connected to the world. And that's literally what it said already. But it's like, you know, the tree of life is what I was trying to say. You know, that kind of thing. So I feel like you're going to have like a big eye-opening moment where something like really, really, really like blessing, like really something amazing happens to you. You're just like, wow. Like I've always, like my spirit team has always been there. God has always been guiding me, that kind of thing. Like, you know, like when people are giving their speech in the graduation, like I couldn't get here without my mom, I couldn't get here without my brothers and sisters, I couldn't get here without my family and my teachers and my thing, and like you're finally realizing and like graduating, moving up in the world, you know, realizing why everything was happening, and like a look back moment, like, wow, that's why. That epiphany, essentially. I feel like I'm saying the same thing in different fonts, so I'm going to stop. And look how we have another world tree here. Like, you're finally going to be tapped in. And I love how we use the fairy deck, and we have fairies in this card here, in the elder card. So fairies are definitely important, for real. Magic is all around, is what I just heard as well. If you just open your eyes to the magic, and I think you're finally going to be opening your eyes to the magic. And then the quote from Dumbledore is also coming through, like, happiness can always be found if one only remembers to turn on the light. So you're finally like maybe coming out of the darkness, realizing you have the power to turn on the light switch at any moment, you know, you are the power, you are the magic, you know, you are the oracle, essentially, kind of thing. You are the healer, you can heal others as well. That is coming through. So some of you can be 28, 43, 51, or those ages are significant here. Life path 9 can be important. Life path 6 can be important. Life path 5 can be important, is what I'm getting as well. We have 5 and 1 together is 6 coming through twice. 4 and 3 is 7, so life path 7, 8, 9, 10, life path 1. All those are coming through. Just some little extra message at the end there. But now I'm done. I'm gonna end it here. I hope this stream resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the Divine Fam. We love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Go Outside card, then you are indeed in the right place. Okay, today's reading is going to be about what is the next glimmer coming into your life, your next glimmer. We're going to get into it. We're going to see what it's going to be, you know, how it's going to make you feel, all that kind of stuff. And you guys chose Go Outside, so that could definitely play a part into it. But first, I'm going to read about glimmers in case you don't know what one is, or you skipped over the intro where I explained it as well. A glimmer are small moments that make us feel a sense of calm, connection, peace, and safety. A spiritual glimmer is a small moment that inspires insights that provide a deeper understanding of ourselves and the environment around us. So we're going to see what kind of glimmer is going on for you guys. If it's going to be more spiritual in nature, if it's going to be just a regular glimmer, we don't know. But the Go Outside glimmer, alrighty. Like I said in group 1, you may feel called to group 1. Then I told group 1 that maybe feel called to group 3. So just put that out there. You could be coming from group 1, or you're going to go to group 1 because you felt called to it. Or I told you to go to it. I don't know. We'll see what comes through. But your next glimmer contains the great outdoors, okay? It contains being outside and going outside. Or it has something to do with nature, okay? So we have, it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat, okay? I'm hearing some of you could be feeling off kilter. Some of you could be feeling like down. Some of you could be feeling like, I don't know. Because now I'm like feeling like my body's like weird and wonky. Maybe you guys aren't feeling connected to your body at all. And they're telling you to go outside and connect with Mother Nature because she can help you connect with your body. Or find that equilibrium that you may need. Because I'm like, my back hurting. I'm getting like headaches. It's like, you know, something along that, like your body can be suffering and you need like nature is like the frequency to kind of get you back in balance, okay? Maybe some of you need to go see a Reiki master as well, you know, get some energy work done, because there's something here about like automatically, but free energy work is Mother Earth, okay? If you don't have the money to pay for a Reiki session or something like that, you know, Mother Earth gives free therapy. You just go and talk to her and she listens, she doesn't judge, you know, she can't talk back, and you just release what you have to release and go about your business, essentially. But there's something here that has something to do with outside and going outside. So your next glimmer may just happen outside, okay? I heard a proposal for somebody. But I don't know if glimmers are supposed to be like a big thing or a small thing. Maybe you get an offer outside, but you have to go outside to get the offer. You know what I mean? Let's see what else comes through in these cards. But this is definitely giving me the vibe of someone outside wanting to help you. So you could be needing some help. And you get a little glimmer. And look, we have life energy. Yeah, there's something here about you feeling like down, or your energy is just really low, and you have to recharge in nature. It's life energy, the happy fairy of sunshine. You need some sunshine as well. Those get you behind outside. Stop playing. Okay. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So there's something in you that needs to be healed that, I don't know, something, it has to do with outside. That's it. Can I get one more card? And we have healing. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, you need some healing. Okay, I just heard some sexual healing. Maybe somebody needs some sexual healing. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be done outside, okay? I'm hearing go to the beach, feel the sand beneath your toes, feel the ocean on you. Don't go in the ocean, I heard. Don't go in the ocean. Just stand on the end of the ocean. Hearing maybe the sound of the ocean, maybe a frequency that can heal you as well. Maybe you need to get into more frequencies, healing sound frequencies. Like I'm going to think of something, y'all. Something hurts, healing frequency, that kind of vibe is what I'm getting. And I do know those help with headaches. And I don't know why I just keep hearing headaches. You give me headaches from Drake and Josh. I'm trying to ignore it, but it keeps coming through. So maybe that can be important for someone. Maybe someone in your life is giving you a headache, and that's where that came through. Someone or something in your life is giving you a headache, and they're telling you need a break from that. You need some healing from that person. Or maybe you're suffering from some old wounds from a relationship or from trauma. And I'm getting the vibe of this whole, it's not a revolution that's come up, but it's something that is like very popular now. Like your nervous system needs to heal from your childhood. There are certain things we carry with us every single day. We carry in our stomachs and our lower backs, I feel like, which maybe my back was hurting when I started this reading, and I said something about backs or headaches. Just that we carry in our lower stomach, our womb, essentially, you know. So I've heard that as well. You carry all your trauma in your womb, and it could be a mother wound you're carrying around with you, and like you need to divest that energy from your life. Okay, it's what I just heard. I also heard digest, so digest it and poop it out. Okay, maybe some of you are backed up. Maybe some of you are congested, constipated, all of that, you know? And you need to go out into nature, and, you know, I'm hearing refuge. Bruh, I'm done. Where's that from? Refuge, quicksand. Mother Knows Best. And it's funny how I was talking about Mother when that song is coming through. Mother Knows Best. And she's like, there's refuge and hoodlums outside. So she's basically telling, wow, bro. That song is literally about Rapunzel's mother Gothel, telling her you can't go outside. It's dangerous. This could happen out there. That could happen out there. You could be burgled. You know what I mean? You could be killed. You could be, you know, that kind of thing outside. And Mother Knows Best. There's quicksand. Oh my God, that's crazy. Some of y'all scared of outside? Poison ivy, quicksand, something and the plague. No, yes. You know what I mean? Also, large bugs. Like that whole song is coming through. And you're kind of clumsy and stop no more. You'll just upset me. Mother understands. Mother's here to help you. And that could also be Mother Nature saying, come and let me heal you. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Take it as a resonance. But that whole song is funny how I'm like, y'all gotta go outside. And you don't want to go outside. Go put your feet in the sand. Go on an adventure. Do something. Hiking. Mountain climbing. Biking. You know what I mean? But don't swim in the water, I heard. You know what I mean? But just something outside. I'm not hearing specifically water, but sand beneath your feet. Mother Earth. Because the ocean can be tricky sometimes. Child. They gonna drag you. Let me stop. I'm not trying to make anybody scared out here. But yeah. Like Mother Knows Best. And she's like, can I go outside, please? You've been saying I can go outside when I get older. And her mother's like, oh, so, you know what I mean? Stop no more. You'll just upset me. Mother understands. Mother's here to help you, you know? But something on your own, you won't survive. Like, just craziness. Like, gaslighting at its finest. And it could be your mother, like, maybe had you stuck in the house and maybe you need to go out and be on your own more. You know, cut the cord, essentially. Because there are some mothers who wants to keep you so close to them, and it's just like, I have to go out on my own and learn things myself. I can't constantly be under you all the time, you know? Maybe some of you need some independence, some freedom, some healing away from your mother. To, you know, maybe decipher your own life energy from hers. Because you know I love when this comes up, because it was like the coolest thing I ever heard. One of the coolest things I ever heard. How basically when you take on your mother's wounds and your mother's wounds. So basically, because we were all in our mothers and our mothers were in our grandmothers, so we all have that trauma. The trauma from your grandmother went down to your mother, and then it went down to you. So now you have trauma from your mother and your grandmother that you may need to release. And being out in nature and being, you know, letting nature heal and do what it do, you know what I mean, is what is going to be your next glimmer. So finally releasing a weight, freeing yourself, cutting the cord, going out on your own, traveling by yourself. There's a fear here, like being by yourself, going out on your own. Or there's something here about people fear-mongering you, saying, it's a dangerous world out there. Don't go out there, honey. It's dangerous. You know what I mean? Making you not able to be independent because you've been coddled, essentially. The messages coming through today are crazy. Like, wow, okay. So yeah, there's something about that. Like I said, you take the trauma of your grandmother and mother is carried within you. So a generational line of trauma. is passed down to the women, because I mean, I guess the men as well, but the women essentially, because your mother was an egg, like I said, your grandmother, and she has her own womb. She was carrying in her womb, which I mentioned in the beginning, and then your mother has her own trauma she was carrying in her womb when you were being made, and now you're just carrying all the trauma around with you. You're getting backaches and tummy aches, and your nervous system is all dysregulated, or whatever they call it, irregulated, and you have to get it back regulated because all the trauma we've been carrying around with us is held in our womb, in our stomach. You know what I mean? Wow. So you could be having, like I said, stomach issues, constipation, whatever, because something wants to be free. Something wants to be cut from you. All that dump of, you know, toxins and poop and whatever, whether it's actual poop or not, wants to be released, you know? And there's something about going outside that's going to do that for you, soaking up the life and soaking up some sun. Is someone keeping y'all trapped in the house? Or is it you? Or is it things your mother instilled in you when you were younger that have you scared to go out and be your own person, that kind of vibe? I don't know. But that's crazy. With healing we have now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others, yes, even you. So maybe you have to heal yourself. And look at how sis is holding her tummy. Stop playing. She's holding her stomach. So Mother Nature's like, come outside, let me heal you. Oh no, this is something. Okay. And peep how it's all women in these cards. Look, maybe there's like I said, a woman figure in your life holding you back, or who wants to heal you. It's one or the other. With that whole Mother Knows Best song coming through, it could be someone trying to stifle you, or Mother Nature saying, I know best, come, let me heal you, you know? Wow, okay. Let me get these tarot cards to get more clarified, because I don't know what's going on here. But now I'm invested. So basically there's things you're carrying around with you that's like making you act a certain way or feel a certain way stuck, you know? And it's like because you're carrying all that around with you. If these fives don't move, dang. You have the 10 of crystals. Yeah, it's something about home and family, I feel like. Maybe it's time for you to move out from home. So maybe go, hold on, let me get the message. Maybe it's time for you to move away from home because your family is like stifling you and stressing you out essentially. And I don't know how it's going to happen by you going outside, but there's something here about you like gaining the life force and life energy in order to cut those cords. And it may be slow, it may be fast, who knows, but you have to start the process, is what I'm hearing. So 10 of crystals, stability and attainment. And it's also generational things that are passed down. So something, yeah, you got something from your mother line, okay? And it's like, and look, we have 10 of feathers, 10 of swords. That's like tiring you out. It's like it's grating on you. It's like it's draining you, tiring you out, stressing you out, because like 10 of swords is like a very stressed energy, or you feel blindsided or backstabbed essentially by maybe a family member, because that's literally what Mother Gothel was doing in that movie, child. This is the weirdest reading. I need somebody to confirm this for me. If whoever chose script 3, I need some confirmation, please. So I'm like, what is this? I don't understand. But we're going to keep going. And we have 2 10s coming out so far, 10 10. And I do believe what I know about the 10 angel number is you're being encouraged to do something, to change something. You know? That's what 10 10 is definitely saying. Something is coming to an end, and it's up to you to change it or bring about that end or start that new thing. You know what I mean? Because 1 and 0, that's the combination of 1 and 0, an end and a beginning, you know? So you're being told to end something and start something new. So your next glimmer is going to be, I'm still not even sure what it's going to be. Stability, attainment, getting something you've always wanted, that freedom, cutting the cord. 10 of swords, letting go of all that strife, that stress, I want to say as well. We have ace of acorns, creative force, confidence. Yeah, new exciting beginnings. So it's moving on from something that was like tying you down, holding you back, something you never thought you were going to be able to get, is now you're not going to be able to get. But it starts with you going outside, and I don't know what that means, but they said go outside. Creative force, confidence. Maybe, yeah, life energy, creative force is giving you the same energy, the same vibe essentially. Maybe you need to go outside and separate yourself. Okay, so I'm giving the example. Thank you. I need some examples here with this message. You're in a house. The house is draining. It's ghetto. It's wearing and tearing on your mental acuity, your mental health, your physical health, essentially, as well. Your stomach is always tied in knots. You can't say what you want to say. You can't do what you want to do. And like, you have to separate yourself from that moment, because that's your house. You're in that energy all the time. If you're in your house and you're not feeling safe or happy, and it's draining your energy instead of giving you more energy, life energy, draining it with kind of some words, it's up to you to find an outlet or to separate yourself from that to separate yourself from that environment for a significant amount of time in order for you to have some healing and to gain some energy back, in order to maybe make those steps. Give them like deep depression, where you're in a house and you're just depressed all the time and you don't want to get up and leave, but you have to get up and leave in order to gain the energy you need to get out of there, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Not that it's even me it has to make sense to, but I think that was a good enough example. Where you're stuck in a house, and in order for you to gain the energy or do what you need to do or get what you need to get in order to leave that environment, you have to leave that environment first to get that new wind with the Ace of Acorns, Ace of Wands energy. To gain that confidence to know you're able to do what you want to do. So you see what it's giving? Let me stop. Generational curses. Where you come from a family where people don't breathe life into you, life energy. They don't tell you that you didn't grow up in nature. You grew up in, like, and that's where you go to heal. That's where you go to find solace. You go to find peace. So if you're living in a house where you have no peace, you have to go outside and find some peace. That's literally what the cards are saying. That's going to be your glimmer. When you finally get that peace and quiet, that slice of happiness, of no screaming, of no belittling, of no bothering. And that's just it. Like, I can't speak for other households, but I can speak for the people, myself, and the people on social media who grew up in West Indian households where everything is, oh, you can't do this, or oh, you're dumb this, you're stupid this, you're da-da-da-da this, oh, clean the house, oh, you don't do anything, da-da-da. Like, if you're not doing something, they're upset. So you can never have any peace, because you're sitting in the bed, they're talking down to you. You're going somewhere, they're talking down to you. The bathroom's a little dirty, they're talking down to you. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of thing, where there's never peace. There's never no one breathing life into you, saying, good job, you got up today. That's good enough in today's climate. In the climate of today, getting up out of bed is a freaking pat on the back. Because it's hard. Nobody wants to work. Like, life is hard. You can't, like, everything's expensive. Everything's going up. It's hot outside. Like, there's so much going on just physically as a whole, what we're all going through. You don't need to come home to a place that's supposed to be peaceful and have people nagging at you and bothering you and telling you this and that. So you need to find peace, but away from that. You need to go outside sometimes to get away from that energy. Is exactly what I'm getting for you guys. It's that whole being mentally just like kaput. Like, there's nothing I don't feel like I can do anything. I can't move on from this. Everything's expensive. I can't move out, so I'm just stuck here listening to all this BS, stuck in with all this energy. Miserable people want everyone else to be miserable. Hurt people. So you're living in a house of hurt people, and they're hurting you in the process, and you can't afford to move out, so you're stuck with them. But you can go outside and have some peace, at least. Shoot, shucks, let me stop. Yeah, it's something to do with home and family. Something about that. That's supposed to be your sanctuary, and it's not, because you're living with people who won't let you have no peace. Or in an environment, if it's not family in particular, where you're not having any peace. And it's up to you to find that peace. And that peace, that slice of, like I said, heaven, is going to be your glimmer. Where you can now begin healing and finding ways to move away from that, you know? I can't be on my own yet. I can't move out, but I can go outside and circle some sun. Get some of that energy they're siphoning out of you back. And look at how we have snakes here. Snakes in the grass. People who you think are your friends, but they're just hiding, they're biting you, putting all this venom in you, like snakes do, biting you with all their venom, and now you're just like poisoned, and you're just there bleeding out, or just letting all the poison overtake your body, and now you're tired all the time, you're depressed all the time, you don't have any motivation to do anything, and that means you have to get up and get out. Okay, that's enough. Let me keep going. What else is coming through, please, for my group threes? What will the next glimmer be? Maybe some clarity, a new way forward, the moon. Secrets being unveiled. We have imagination, perception. So your perception is going to be changing. And I do feel like I've been going like over the cards because I'm like doing something with a friend, and we're doing a project of where I'm interpreting the tarot cards for him. And I just did the moon today, and the moon is essentially you're hiding something from yourself or someone else, or someone is hiding something from you, or you're hiding something from yourself. And I feel like in this case you're hiding something from yourself. There's something that's been nagging at you. Your body is telling you need to leave, your mind is telling you need to leave, but you're not realizing what that thing is. Why do I keep acting like this? Why do I keep feeling this all the time? Feeling like this all the time, and it's because the environment you're around. 10 of Pentacles. The family, the friends you may have, the relationships you may have, those are draining you, and you don't realize why you're so tired all the time, why you don't have the energy to do anything all the time, why you don't have the motivation or the confidence or the creative force to do anything all the time. It's because you're around people who are just sucking and biting and venomous and poisoning you, and you didn't even realize it. It's like you have to diagnose a problem in order to fix it, and you weren't diagnosed with the problem. But look at how these owls' eyes are like wide open. You're finally seeing the problem, or it's going to be coming to your attention. And you only realize things aren't as they're supposed to be when you experience different things. So when you go to a friend's house where their family isn't as toxic as yours, you're like, oh, so there's people out there that don't live this life. Because if you were to go on social media and look at all the accounts that portray West Indian upbringings, it's all the same toxic thing. Okay? Or it could be Asian cultures as well. It could be, what is it called? Something East Asian cultures or whatever, Indian cultures, whatever, that kind of thing, where we all have some kind of oppression placed on us, where we can only act a certain way, do a certain thing. If you don't do it their way, you're talked down to. That kind of vibe is coming through. And it's been so normal, you didn't realize it was a problem until you somehow removed yourself from the situation, and now you were able to pinpoint the problem exactly. It's like your perception is changing on how you view certain things that used to be or seem okay to you are no longer okay, and that's a part of healing. Really, look, we have this freaking something lurking in the water, and that's didn't I say go to the water but don't go in the water? Something's lurking in the water. That's crazy. I literally said go to the beach and put your feet in the sand, but don't go in the water. I don't want to say water is your friend right now, but there's something here about maybe you being over flooded with enough emotions. Now you need grounding. You don't need more emotions in the water. You need earth. So the water can come over your foot, but when it's in the sand, there's dangers lurking in the water. So emotions, overcome with emotions, depression, not feeling like yourself, all those things are things you could be feeling right now, and it doesn't seem like there's a outside, it doesn't seem like there's an escape from it, because you live with those people, you live with those situations, and it comes from being outside in nature and finding your power again, finding that confidence to be yourself. Once you're away from certain people who oppress you, the little glimmers of yourself are able to shine through. What you like, what you want to eat, how you act, that kind of thing that wasn't able to come out because you were always being told who to be and how to act, that kind of thing is coming through here. You're finding yourself, essentially. The moon is coming out, and you're finally, maybe your intuition needs to tell you something, but it can't in the house you're in or the situation you're in. I didn't think it was going to get this deep today. Okay. Imagination, perception. Yeah, how you're viewing things in your life is going to change. Can we get more clarifiers, please? What else is this about? What is your next glimmer going to be? Finally realizing what's wrong. Diagnosing yourself or getting diagnosed by someone else. Knight of Coins is like slow. Things were taking too long. It's like progress that... It's like Knight of Wands. It was progress. Okay, so essentially you went to the doctor, or you've been feeling this way for a long time, and you had no idea why. And instead of turning it off or being ignorant to it, you're finally maturing and realizing that, hey, it's the people around me, and I have to remove myself from the situation because no one's gonna come and help me. No one's gonna come and save me. That's what Rapunzel realized in that song, Mother Knows Best. She's never gonna let me go. I have to run away myself. I have to get out myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. Action and drive. Something about that is coming through. Yeah, being your own hero. I'm hearing, tell me, do I need to Be My Own Hero. That song by, what's his name? Crap. My Own Hero, essentially, is a song that's coming through. Kdrama, thank you. He's basically saying he has to be his own hero. He's like, do I have to? And it's like, yeah, you have to, because no one else is going to come and save you, child. No one else came and save Rapunzel. She had to find a way to get out herself. I think she had some help from Flynn, right? So maybe some friends are going to come and help you. Some Knight of Wands they may come off that way in the beginning, where they're all immature and selfish and, you know what I mean, impulsive, when they're really not. They're like coming to help you. That they're coming to help you make that action, take those actions and you know, that drive, but they're not doing it for themselves kind of vibe, you know? A Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Acorns. So you're going to be following someone's lead. Is what I'm getting with the Knight of Acorns coming out. And then we have the Page of Acorns at the bottom of the deck. So you finally taking that first step forward to doing something, to freeing yourself from something, to healing yourself, you know, physically, mentally, emotionally, that kind of thing. We have discovery and enthusiasm. That's that creative force. You're finding and doing things that make you happy. And you're finding that synergy and gratitude for someone. So you're getting help from someone. So someone may be coming in, like I said, these women want to help you. So it could be goddesses who want to come and help you, deities want to come and help you. It could be, like I said, a Mother Earth. She's calling you to her, and you're not following. You're not getting that daily grounding or weekly grounding, you know? And you're feeling like out of sorts. And it's because you're not taking care of yourself physically, emotionally here as well. Physically and emotionally, mentally as well. Because these two cards are just like, you know, yeah, it's family, it's home, people you're around all the time, I would say. Maybe you're working too much and work is burning you out. If you're the whole family and this didn't help you, you have a toxic boss and you're just like, why do I like feel so drained? Because the job is draining you. The people around you or in the job are draining you as well. And you're finally embarking on a new journey here because maybe someone left the job, someone quit, and you're following behind them because your eyes are now wide open. With the moon, things that were kept hidden are going to be revealed now, and you're going to be able to like have that, be able to take those steps forward essentially. With discovery and enthusiasm, it's going to be a fun process. I don't think it's going to be anything too bad for y'all. Make sure we're still recording. Yes, we are. We have space for this. Starting a new journey. I'm hearing full of mischief, full of childlike wonder. That's literally what. Go watch Tangled for some of you. If you've never seen it, even if you have seen it, go watch it again. Because every time you see a movie, you get a different perspective. You know, especially when it comes to the specific point you're at in your life, you get a different perspective on what the movie means to you and the message of the movie. So go watch Tangled. I think that's important. Like, she left her little tower and she was going around making new friends, singing, following her dreams, and at the end, she got what she wanted. She got her man. Okay, she made some friends along the way, yes, and she got the wish she's been wishing for her whole life, freedom, essentially. And then she got to see the lights, and then she ended up finding her family because those lights happened all the time on her birthday because her mother and father were looking for her. So you find your family, your true family, whether it's another family, whether it's maybe some of you could have been adopted, and you're gonna find out that the reason you don't click with your family is because you were adopted. For some of you, that's probably like one or two people, or maybe no one, but I came through, so I'm gonna say it. And you're gonna be finally able to find your own family because you went on this journey of doing. Instead of thinking too much about it, you're gonna just go and do it. And I do think it's gonna be you following behind someone. Someone's gonna like tell you something, and you're gonna be like, like a domino effect. Someone brings something to your attention. Now it's like, oh wow, everything just starts making sense. You know, or that may happen when you go outside, which is why you need to go outside first. And those steps lead, like I said, the Rapunzel finding her everything, and it's going to lead to you finding your everything as well. That's your little glimmer. Freedom. 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 Oh, freedom. Yeah, freedom. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to keep going. What are the next cards we're going to pull? And that's literally all she wanted to do in the freaking movie, is go outside. And her mom was like, nah, sis, you good. So yeah, there's something here about someone keeping you trapped. You keeping yourself trapped. Oh my, bruh. What are you not freedom. Oh Lord. Now you see, I love this. Okay, can I get one more card, please? I'm like, freedom, oh, freedom. And then we have the card. I literally call the card out of the deck. That's, bruh, crazy. That's crazy. Literally crazy. But here we have freedom, live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. Mother Goth will have that woman trapped. She was trapped in the tower, and every time she would ask, she was like, Mother knows best. No, you can't go outside. Mother knows best. No, you can't do this. Who cares? Like, yeah. Let me not even try to get nobody in trouble, child. Like, your mother may think she knows best, but I feel like you would know what's best for you. A mother can think she knows what's best for you, but you know you've lived with you know what's best for you. So stop listening to what other people are telling you. Mother knows best. No, she doesn't. You know best for you. Okay? Especially when it comes to this spread. And that may mean you having to go out and have some self-discovery and some enthusiasm to find out who you are. You may not even know who you are, because someone's been telling you who you're supposed to be this whole time. Oh, this is ghetto. I don't like this for y'all. But yeah, you're supposed to be living wild and free, going out and learning lessons, you know, doing things, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes. And if you haven't been doing that, you're never going to really know who you are, because you've been trapped. And I feel like those are some parents, the West Indian parents, that you can't go out, you can't talk to guys, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. They think they know what they're doing is best for you, but it's not. It's giving me the example that, what's his name, Anwar White, relationship coach that I watched, said like all these black women are outside right now struggling in their 30s, late 20s to date because their parents were keeping them away from boys in their teens, when we're supposed to be learning how to date then, not now. We're supposed to be settling down. We're supposed to be well on our way to be finding people. We're not supposed to be now figuring out how to date. We're supposed to be doing that in our teens. Our parents are supposed to be giving us that freedom, but they weren't. Because in a lot of black households, West Indian households, a lot of households, not even just black households, the family's like, no, you can't date boys. Boys are bad. So they're telling you to wait. And then when you're 25, where's our grandkids? What do you mean, where's your grandkids? Like, did you allow me to see guys? Did you allow me to date? Find out what I want, the good guys from the bad guys? No. Now I'm starting from scratch and you're trying to ask me about grandkids. If you don't get on my face, I don't even know what I want in a person. I don't even know who I am, because you've been coddling my whole life. And I have to go and find out who I am. You're asking about grandkids. Fuck them kids. Don't worry about me. Like, literally. I'm worried about me. You're talking about kids. What about kids? What got to do with me? If you gave me more freedom when I was younger, you wouldn't be going through this. If you allowed me to make mistakes, then I wouldn't be making mistakes now, when I'm supposed to be learning from those mistakes or having learned from them already. Child, anyway, we have growth. Okay, your glimmer is going to be growth. That's that page of acorns. You're starting from scratch, but that's okay. We all start from the bottom. Okay, let me stop. I sound stupid. Okay, now we have growth. And look at how we have a mother and a child. That's crazy. Do some of y'all have kids? And y'all are like, I'm getting another interpretation as well. Maybe some of you guys have kids and you're those mothers who are scared to leave those kids at home and give them a wide berth so you can discover who you are after the kids now. Because you're holding it. It's like the mothers who are scared to their first night away from the baby. Like, I can't, that's my child. Like, you get the mother guilt kind of thing. Maybe some of you could be going through that as well. And it's time for you to find out who you are now as a mother. You can have that freedom. There's no need to have that guilt. You're still allowed to have a life outside of kids. Okay, that's coming through maybe. Because we have Nine of Acorns, and we have Page of Acorns. The page is usually represents kids or novice, something that you're like, you know, inexperienced kind of energy. Okay, and then we have cycles. So yeah, something is coming to a close in your life. Your next glimmer is going to be finally understanding why you may act the way you do, finally understand how to heal that, you know what I mean? But first, it's like you have to uncover the mystery in order, you know, it's like you have to figure out what the mystery is in order to solve it. I just got like a vision of Scooby-Doo, the Adventures of Scooby-Doo and all them. People have to come to them with the problem for them to be able to solve it first. They have to come to them with the information of what they did have, like, hey, we know this keeps happening at this place at this time, go check it out. And then they were able to solve the mystery with the clues, you know. But you don't have the context clues, you don't have the clues. You weren't given the clues, and now you're figuring out everything by yourself, on your own, from the beginning, like a child again, you know? Or like I said, you had a child, and there's a distinct difference between who you were as a single person, who you were before you were a mother, to who you are now as a mother. Either way, whatever you're resonating as, you have to learn or figure out who you are after motherhood, because you deserve that time to yourself. There's no such thing as guilt. Just go to the beach, have a good time, spend some time on your own kind of vibe, you know? And you could be being guilted by a mom in your life. You're a mom and your mom is still trying to tell you what to do. Because there's some of those too. Like, you're grown, you already know, like, you know you've lived life and you know what to do, and your parent or whatever figure is there in your ear saying, oh, well, I do it this way. That's nice, Susan. That's not the way I want to raise my child. That's the way I want to do things. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Anyway, I hope this is resonating for somebody, because I just feel like I'm going on a tangent. I'm going crazy a little bit. But yeah, with the Six of Crystals, like, you know, being more generous and giving to yourself. But someone backing you, someone supporting you. So you may be finding some support in someone else. Like I said, that Knight of Acorns that starts the revolution, that whole Flynn Rider coming to her tower, trying to steal from her, and ended up giving her the freedom she's always wanted. That kind of thing coming through. A partner in crime, essentially. Okay? So now I'm going to get the final cards for you guys. I don't even know how long the reading has been. But I got to the thick of it. Into the thick of it. You're going to be going to the thick of it. Trying to figure it out. Going into the brush. Okay, so what will the next glimmer be? Can I have some clarification or some confirmation, please? Some clarification or some confirmation. Here we have transfiguration. Yeah, going through a change. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Why have I been talking about a tower, Rapunzel's tower, the whole time? We have a freaking tower coming out. It looks like her tower. This is madness. This is crazy. This reading is going crazy, guys. Group 3, relax. Like, chill out. Okay? I shouldn't even be telling y'all, Spirit, relax, chill out. What's going on? And here we have purpose. That discovering your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing, and starting from scratch with enthusiasm and confidence. And enthusiasm in discovering new things, exploring new horizons, moving, like, you know, that thing, those things are coming through. Maybe going out in nature and finding a sign that tells you, hey, we're renting this apartment for a affordable price, and you wouldn't have found it if you went outside. Or if you didn't meet someone who was at the park trying to say, hey, I have an apartment I'm trying to sell for the low, you know, because it's not going to be online. You know what I mean? That kind of thing is coming through, like a chance encounter where you meet someone that starts this whole domino effect. At the bottom of the deck, we have Wounded Healer, the Bubba. Yeah. Definitely with healing coming through. Maybe there's something here about you. Always feeling a little wounded, but also wanting to heal others. But if you, like, that's what I feel like with the Wounded Healer. People who are wounded healers always want to heal other people because they know what it's like to be in pain, and that's you. You may want to be this life for everyone else because you've been through so much pain and you don't want people to experience that. But I feel like you don't have to be the wounded healer. You don't have to stay wounded. You can heal yourself as well because you're a healer. And this is not what the healing said, that you have powers to heal yourself and others too. Oh my freaking gosh, yes it did. Now's the time for you to give and receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. So like, you can heal others and even yourself. Okay? Maybe some of you felt called to group 2 as well. Like, you're finally finding your life energy, that creative force, that confidence to move forward, to do something. That's your glimmer coming through for y'all. And I love how we have the moon come out here, and we have the moon, the sun, in the glass jar. And the moon and the sun are partners in crime. They, you know what I mean? They keep that tenuous balance between them. One is light, one is darkness, you know what I mean? The sun provides the light for the moon. We wouldn't be able to see the moon if the sun wasn't shining on it, you know what I mean? The light, the moon does not emanate light. The moon gets its light from the sun. And that's what it's literally, oh my gosh, bro. I just keep saying this and I keep getting crazy. Like, stop. I keep saying this and it keeps, like, stop. Okay. Life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. We have the moon here, and like I said, the moon cannot shine without the light from the sun. Then here we have in this little bottle here, the moon and the sun together, working together. So you're finally going to find your light, the secrets, the illusions that are going to come to light because of this being in the sun. Wow. This reading is going crazy, child. I don't know. Cycles coming to an end. Like I said, that generational trauma, those cycles, those trauma bonds, those things are coming to an end. Everything has its time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon. Tune into the moon's magic. Stop playing. I didn't read that before, but I'm reading it now, and I'm talking about the moon. Okay, yeah, everything is happening for a reason. It seems like things are coming into your life. You're going to be meeting important people. Is the vibe that I'm getting as well. It's going to lead you on this journey. But yeah, cycles and butterflies, changes, the moon in the background. Yeah. And I love how it came out over the moon. Yeah, so it's like, listen to your body. So something is going on with your body, and your body is telling you of changes to come, or changes that need to be had, changes that need to be done. Okay. And look, we have ashwagandha. And ashwagandha is an herb used to calm as well. So calm to your storm. Maybe you're finding a calm to your storm. A balm to your soul is what I heard as well. Transfiguration is changing things. And I love how we have the 10 of feathers here with the 10 of swords with the snake. And look at how we have like a snake's tail coming in, wrapping around the tower and burning it, telling her she can't come out. And you're feeling stuck and trapped, like you have nowhere to go when you really do. And it may take someone coming to save you, or you having to finally save yourself. I'm hearing Save Myself by here you are, you're standing there, I'm trying not to say it. I'm just like, I don't need something, I can save myself. Not asking for devotion, I just want you to be there. Just cause I'm crying rivers don't mean I'm asking for help. I can save myself. Yeah, okay, that's Save Myself by Vincent. I was trying to figure out who sings it. Yeah, look at how we have a tower, this snake or gorgon thing, Jurgen Sasha, that could be what this thing is here, wrapped around the tower, and it's on fire. It's like there's nowhere for you to go and you're trapped inside, but you're really not. You gotta jump, like Rapunzel did, okay? The tower is no longer safe or stable for you to stay there anymore. It's burning. It's been compromised. Run. And we have 22, which is an angel number as well, or a master number, I should say. I just want you to be there. Just cause I'm crying rivers don't mean I'm asking for help. So yeah, you're okay. I can save myself. And this is like giving all the chakras, right? Here. So balancing chakras, giving, and we have snakes keep coming through. Snakes is a symbol of the Kundalini awakening, you know, and it starts when you ground yourself. It starts from the bottom of the spine and comes up, and you're enlightening yourself every step of the way. So like I said, you're starting your journey, literally. The snake is twirling around. It's coiled at the bottom of your spine, and the more it opens up, the more it comes up and heals, and it just, you know, bursts until it reaches the crown chakra energy, where you're fully enlightened, essentially. Okay, but you're only starting here because the snake is still coiled. You haven't started yet. Okay, so I'm trying to get all the symbols out right now before I forget all of them. But yeah, ashwagandha, purpose, finding a purpose. That's your next glimmer coming through, or what you need to do. Essentially, it doesn't have to be your life's purpose. It could just be your next step forward. Essentially, is going to be coming. Okay, something here about the moon, secrets, illusions being torn down. Okay, I feel called to read from the book, so if those of you who are ready to go, you can go. Honestly, this is the end of the reading. I'm just going to read what these two cards say. I feel like as much clarification as y'all need, I'm going to give y'all, okay? What is this? Jurgen Sasha. That is 67. Herb of Mars. Yeah, destruction and chaos, y'all. I'm not surprised. Because literally what's going on the card. 67. Upright. Unforeseen change, breakdown, transfiguration, poison transmuted. And was I not talking about a freaking snake poisoning someone with their venomous? Oh my gosh, that goes out playing with me. Okay, we have evil neutralized. Wow. And rising from the ashes. Okay, so we're gonna read the guidance from this. The guidance says, watch your back. Jurgen Sasha represents radical change and breakdown. This card can mean that someone or something is harming your energy, literally. Yeah, if this applies to you, remember that the darkest of the energies that bring crisis or unforeseen changes can be transmuted into benevolence. Even the strongest of poisons can be medicine. The first step in neutralizing is recognition. Like I said, realizing what's the problem in order to fix it. The second step is removing fear and insecurity, and the third step is reconstruction of the self. Examine your life from a third-person perspective. Draw upon the universal forces to transmute the environment, people, or situations that are depleting your life force. So draw upon universal forces to transmute the environment, the people or situations that are depleting your life force. Okay, now I want to read for ashwagandha as well. That's literally what I've been saying the whole reading, just tied up in a nice bow. People around you are the ones who's taking from you. and it's time for you to transmit that energy in any way you can. And look how the candle just blew out. I don't think anything's a sign here. That happened for a reason. Your candle will be blowing out. That's literally what Ten of Swords is. How long have I been talking? Oh my gosh, I hope we're still recording. Stop playing with me. Okay, not that bad. But your reading has been the longest, though. I'm not surprised. I need to know some things. We have ashwagandha. Where is that? Ashwagandha is the herb of lunar nodes. And the lunar nodes, isn't it like destiny? Because it does say purpose. Yeah, okay, makes sense. We have 154. Let me read before my phone dies, y'all. I'm not playing with it. You think I'm playing with it? We have purpose. Finding divine purpose, your dharma. Finding the future self, receiving a divine gift. That's what y'all are getting. We're going to read the guidance for this one. I'm not reading all this extra hoopla. Ashwagandha, like the north node, mirrors the potentials of our divine purpose, also known as dharma in Sanskrit. Ashwagandha contains both solar and lunar elements, okay, within it, as it provides great strength and adaptability, yet with the deep qualities of the moon, such as relaxation, lucidity, and expanded consciousness. Ashwagandha, so it's giving me maybe you had the know-how, but you weren't taking action, which is why we have the Ace of Acorns. We're finally going to be able to take action. You have the moon. You knew it was the problem. Okay? Now it's time for you to shine light on that problem and fix it, heal it, boom. So you're finding your sun, that way forward, the path, the plan, the fixing, essentially. Okay. Ashwagandha reminds us that it is not necessary to fully know the entirety of your purpose in order to pursue it. When you're living in alignment with your dharma, there is no separation between your inner and outer realities. It becomes a cohesive expression, therefore granting a feeling of wholeness and completion. Perhaps you are not clear on your desired outcome, so your efforts feel unfocused or purposeless. Even if you've lost touch with your why, remain open to the mystery of the journey. Stay focused and playful. Keep following the signs, okay? So yeah, you're going to be getting a sign from somebody, and you're going to be able to follow through. It's like giving a scavenger hunt, where you find one clue, it leads you one place, and eventually all the clues lead you to the end of the hunt, and you found your purpose, or you've landed exactly where you're supposed to be, is what's coming through as well. Okay, so I feel like I've said all I needed to say with this reading. I could keep going, honestly, because I'm just like, yeah, I have a lot to say about this kind of energy, but I feel like you've heard everything you needed to hear. Your purpose is unfolding. That's your next glimmer. Like, you know maybe what you want to do, but how to do it, maybe not. So that's what you're learning. That's your glimmer, that moment coming through of knowing how to do it. You know what I mean? Feeling safe and confident enough to do it. Maybe finding a person who helps you do it, a partner in crime. Like I said, if you want to go dancing and you need someone to go with you, that's what you're getting. You know what I mean? If you are in a household where, like I said, things are kind of oppressed and you don't know what to do, and you know you need to get out, but you don't know how to get out, go outside. You may find someone who can help you outside. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. What other examples can I give? You're the mother who is like stuck in the house, isolated with the baby, and you don't have a time to go out into the world, find a babysitter, find someone you trust with the baby, the father, your mother, or whatever, and go outside and experience some things. You know what I mean? That is what's coming through for you guys. However that resonated for you, I hope you got what you needed from this reading. Your next glimmer is going to be very intricate, very profound for you as well, and it leads you on your divine purpose, essentially, you know, finding your soul's path. But I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.